hear this. All students report to their assigned classrooms at 0800 hours. That is all for now. It's a new year, Miss Lippman. New year means new students. New students means new rules and regulations that must be enforced.
Yes, Mr. McMaster, sir?
I said I love rules and regulations. You can can the daydreams about a singing career, Miss Lippman. The recruits are arriving. Let's go to work.
Yes, sir.
This is an awful way to end the summer. Yeah, you know, guys, my dad says he loved this school when he went here. I guess things have really changed with Mad Dog McMaster's in charge. Mr. McMaster's is the meanest man ever. Almost anybody would make a better principal than him. Yeah.
Hey, gang, what's shaking?
Alvin! Alvin. Yeah.
You guys are in luck. Our new concert flyers. Hot off the press.
Hollywood Bowl? Sounds great, Alvin. That's all you want to do with your career.
What do you mean, all?
Well, Ronald Reagan was in movies, and he's the president today. You're already a superstar. Imagine what else you could be.
Be serious. Ronnie was a governor before he became Mr. Big.
Governors have to start somewhere. Yeah, usually as an outstanding community service. Like a principal or something.
Today the school, tomorrow the country.
You know what I love more than anything else?
Tell me.
Control. I spent 7 years trying to perfect this baby, and there isn't one single classroom in the whole school that I can't keep an eye on at all time. I love being the boss. Love it.
Better not tell that to your boss.
Who, Hetherington? That pussycat? Why, let him just try to intimidate me once. Just once.
Principal's office? Yes, Dr. Hetherington. He's right here.
Hello?
Ben, this is Dr. Hetherington. How are you today?
Who, me? I'm fine.
Have you heard of the new Principal Exchange Program?
Well, no. I can't say that I...
Good. We'll be sending over a replacement for a while. Give the place a whole new look.
You sound a little different today. Like a chipmunk.
It's the cheap new telephones. We're losing the call. Just expect a new guy this morning. So far, perfect.
Alvin, you're incredible.
I am, aren't I? What's Alvin up to now? We need to rehearse. If I know Alvin, we'd better get in there fast. Hey, guys! Let's party!
What is the idea?
Hey, dude, you got the word. I'm your replacement.
You what?
He said he's your new...
I heard what he said.
Good. Then you're expecting me, Miss...
Lippman, Mr. Seville.
Love your hair. It's a fashion risk, but it works. For you.
Why, thank you.
I'll be needing your help. We're making big changes around here.
What about me?
I got the job for you. You can start down the hall.
Chipmunk? I've been replaced by a chipmunk. But not for long.
Alvin goes back to school.
So, let's begin by opening up our books and Miss Lippman.
Good morning, Mr. Quick Study. Our new principal wanted you to have these new course outlines.
New principal?
That's right, Quick Study. From now on, you'll be teaching important stuff. The things kids really want to know about.
The NBC Saturday morning lineup.
Sure, Teach. Let's start with the most interesting subject of all.
Is he terrific?
From now on, it's Saturday morning, 7 days a week. Can you believe it? Alvin really is taking over the school. We'll see.
I can just find my way to that power source. I can knock out that chipmunk's computer, and I can get my job back. Danger, do not touch this switch. That goes for you two, McMaster's Alvin Electric Company. Chipmunk thinks he can bluff me. I'll show him. Now, in 1492, what significant event occurred that changed the entire way we live? Jeremy.
Christopher Columbus discovered America.
Excellent.
How about 3,000
Mr. Seville, this is a history course. All right, I give up. What happens in 3010?
Elementary, my dear quick study. That's the year Jamie Jarren wins the laser tag championship.
What is he talking about?
I'll show you. Huggy, the projector. Joey, the screen.
You bet, Alan. Let her roll, Froggy.
Sorry for the confusion, Mr. Quick Study. I'm Jamie Jarren, and 3010 is the year I win the laser tag championship. It's also the year my evil relative Draxon Dreer discovers the secrets of starlight power. And together we travel back in time to the present, and the adventures begin this Saturday morning in Laser Tag Academy.
If I could just get into this air shaft, I can keep an eye on that classroom.
Hey, Sparky, you missed a spot over there. We don't want any raspy buildup, do we?
No, sir. What's he up to?
Mr. Seville wants some pause-on experience with the students in the classroom. Thinks it's good for morale.
Pause on experience? We'll see about that. This is common household vinegar. What we are attempting to do is to find something which will cause a reaction when mixed with it.
Well, what about...
Oh, that wouldn't give much of a reaction. Try to think of something common used for cooking.
I know. Baking soda.
Joey, you are absolutely right.
Hey, what's this, Alvin?
Smells pretty good. Do you know what it is, Mr. Quick Study?
No, I haven't the slightest idea. I mean,
Wait, this is a small label. It's gummy berry juice.
What?
Hey, look at Alvin.
Wow, Alvin.
You know us gummy bears. We're always bouncing into adventure. Gavin and I have plenty of them in our new season on NBC. So be sure to join us for all the high-flying thrills and laughter.
Is this great or what?
It sure is great, Alvin. School's never been more fun. Whoa! Look at this. Yeah, video game. The library. Yeah. Let's go play. All right, come on. Let's go.
Oh, Alvin, thank you for donating your music history collection to our school library.
Excuse me, kid. My name is Mark Price. I'm a cub reporter for the Sunnyside Sentinel.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could introduce me to your new principal.
Sure thing. Hey, Alvin, the summer reporter here to see you.
Just half a day on the job, and the press is already after me. At this rate, I'll be president by the end of the week.
President? I think I found my angle. The Republicans have an elephant, the Democrats have a donkey, and the kids have a chipmunk. Oh, Mr. Savelle, it's an honor to meet you. You know, I read your autobiography, Old Buckteeth is Back. Left me in tears.
Thanks, kid.
Do you think you'd be available for a photo session a little later this afternoon?
Absolutely. Have your machine called my machine. We'll do lunch.
Do lunch. See, I'm doing a story here about your new video library. Do you think you can show me your favorite selection?
Thought you'd never ask.
Kid video? Now that's really new.
How did that get in here?
Baby, don't leave me. Oh, please don't leave me all by myself. I've got this burning, burning yearning feeling inside me. Oh, deep inside me. And it hurts so bad. You came into my heart.
Not bad. They have some talent.
Now, with a burning love.
In the music business, you gotta keep a leg up on the competition. Alvin's taking this principal business much more seriously than we thought. Yeah, and the kids love him. But without him in our music group, we're ruined.
Alvin goes back to school. We'll return after these messages.
Try again, Funky. Incorrect calculation. Incorrect calculation.
Wrong again. I give up. Math's just too darn hard.
You know, Mr. Seville, I've always dreamt of being a torch singer. I just know I've got it in me.
Sure, babe. You're a natural.
Feelings, nothing more than feelings, trying to forget.
Forget the feelings, babe. I'm trying to help Punky with her studies. The way to get the kid involved is to put her right into the picture. Hey, Punky, here's a subject I think you'll really relate to.
The storm is hampering the rescue efforts of this unidentified young girl.
Brandon, not now. Oh, my gosh. Punky. Come on, Brandon. We'll get our Punky back. Hang on, Mac. This is as far as you go. But that's my daughter.
Oh, Henry, thank goodness. Just hurry.
Everything's all right, Punky.
Wow!
Show me more, Alvin. Show me more. Wow.
If you want to see the rest, connect your circuits into Saturday morning.
What's going on in there? There's no assembly scheduled for today.
Quiet down, my little Smurfs. Time is of the essence. 500 years ago, Grandpa set out on a very important mission. And in Smurf Quest, our new adventure, Grandpa comes back to Smurfville. We join him aboard a magic boot to the four corners of the earth. In search of the secrets that will save Smurf Village from destruction. There's lots of Smurfy excitement in store. We'll be dropping in on you this Saturday.
Holy cow, I'd like to see how that thing ends. What am I talking about? I gotta get that chipmunk.
La la, c'est magnifique.
What'd she say? I think she likes them.
Oh, c'est bon, oui. Oh, très chic. Yes, oui, oui, oui. Oh, très joli. Oh.
Oh, my dears, in all my years of art instruction, I have never seen such belle objets d'art.
They're shoeboxes.
Oh, no, mon cher. They're not just shoe boxes, but little delicate worlds reflective of each artiste.
Oh, brother.
What's this?
I don't know. I think Alvin left it here.
Gus, you're a regular genius.
That's my dad. And these are some of our friends. You'll meet them all in the swamp. There's Miss Emmy. Shelby the tortoise. Gus, my dad. Dwayne and Two. Banny Bunny. Floyd and Jolene. The Cackle sisters. Oh, Lenny. Oh, and me, Kissy. Don't miss us.
Hey, those little suckers are kicking the pants.
Oh, you've completely outdone yourself this time, Mad Dog. That stupid chipmunk will fall for this disguise. I'll have my job back before the day is out.
Oh, Dr. Hetherington, we weren't expecting you.
Check yourself, chipmunk. I want McMasters at the helm immediately. What you are doing is unthinkable. You're having a good time, and you're getting the kids to like you. My district is not run that way.
Principal's office. Dr. Hetherington, but that's impossible. You're standing right here. He wants to speak with you.
He what? Hello? Yes, sir? Oh, no, sir. Just having fun. That's all I was, sir. Just fun. I promise it won't happen again. Absolutely. Okay. You win. I've been outfoxed by a chipmunk. The school is yours. All yours.
Gee, I've never seen him so unhappy.
I never meant to hurt his feelings.
All right, now, listen up, friends. If any of you have plans for the military, you better start practicing right now. Always pays to be ready when your country calls.
Oh, boy.
No talking in the ranks. Now this is a scale model of the famous Berlinger obstacle course, first put into operation in World War II. You get through this, you get through life. Who put this doghouse on my course?
I did.
There is no doghouse on the official Berlinger course.
Hey. I wouldn't go moving that doghouse if I were you. Whoa, got another house on the move. Our old house on Gregory Street. My friends and I don't take it lying down, though.
Hey, it's definitely not cool when a cat can't land on his 4 feet.
We gotta stop them until Uncle Flipper brings Mrs. Escrow. Come on!
That's it. Bring the other end up now.
Don't miss the fun when we teach the moving men a thing or two about animal behavior. There's lots of laughter in store with me, Fooper, and all the gang.
Oh, no! Not more naughty animals! Run for it!
So be there with us every Saturday morning.
Not a bad addition to the course. Now, I want the first half of you kids to take it on through.
With you, babe. Come on, Mr. McMasters.
Oh, what the heck?
monstrous even thank me when I gave him a towel?
Yeah, can you believe it? He did the whole obstacle course just like one of us kids, and he loved it.
You know, he even said if he got his old job back, he'd get rid of the control station.
You know, maybe he isn't such a bad guy after all. What's wrong with Theodore?
He's upset. It seems we've lost our brother to higher education.
You mean you guys aren't a group anymore?
Not if Alvin stays your principal.
This is terrible. Alvin really belongs on Saturday morning.
But he'll never give up his principal job.
Unless... Hey, I've got an idea. Simon and Theodore, famous duet, rehearsing for tonight's concert. Concert? We'll see about that. What's the big idea? The idea is that the show must go on, with or without you. Who said I didn't want to be in the group? Well, you can't run a school and be in a famous singing group at the same time. But I can't let the kids down. They love me as their principal.
We do. You're a terrific principal.
Look, we had a great time today. Yeah, but we already had a principal. And besides, there's only one Alvin Seville. Superstar.
You're right, kids. I know it's a big disappointment, but McMasters needs his job. And the world needs me. I can always go into politics later.
Alvin goes back to school. We'll return.
Alvin, I want to wish you the very best of luck. We're all going to miss you around here.
Thanks, Peach. But you can still catch me and all my friends on NBC Saturday morning.
Yeah. We'll be watching for you, Alvin.
Smart kid. You'll go far. Keep working on that voice, babe. You'll be headlining in no time. I love ya. You're beautiful. Don't ever change.
Next Family Ties Scott Valentine is taking it home in a hilarious comedy. And the heat is on a hot Miami Vice when a Colombian kingpin has Crockett marked for death. Then on Fast Copy, get to know the Cosby Kids, Phil Collins, Genesis, and more on Fast Copy. And remember, Easy Street premieres tomorrow night right after The Golden Girls.
Back to school. Back to school. Back to school.
It's a game for the uninhibited. Our stars this week from the Facts of Life, Mindy Cohn. And from Too Close for Comfort, I think it's James J. Bullock. Watch their bodies do the talking on Body Language. And here on Halloween is the host of Body Language, Tom Kennedy.
Boo. Thank you very much. Thank you. Isn't this the scariest mask you've ever seen? Boo! Oh. I just heard it on the news. Full moon tonight. High winds and scattered witches. That's what they said, yes. But we're going to have great time on this last day of October with the likes of which you've never seen from Facts of Life. Mindy Cohn is there. We normally introduce these people one at a time, but how can you ignore this? Trick or treat! Jim J. Bullock is right there. Jim,
Tom, I don't know what happened. My blow dryer backfired.
I tell you, Jim, I like it.
Do you like it?
I think it brings out your real personality.
Thank you. This is the real me.
I know it is. Don't you feel kind of up about 2 or 3 feet?
I feel very Cheryl Ladd. I'm ready to do an episode of Charlie's Angels. Oh, Holt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mindy, what are you gonna do tonight?
What am I gonna do?
You gonna go out trick or treating?
Yeah, the cast is giving a party, so we're all gonna go get really scary together.
Yeah, together. Okay,
so we're gonna have a party.
You want to meet your new partner?
Yes, I do. We met.
I think we all do. His name is Janos Bene.
Very
Janos
good.
Bene.
Thank you.
Janos Bene.
Bene.
Say it again.
Janos Bene.
Bene. What kind of a name?
Hungarian.
Hungarian. Tell us about yourself, Janos.
Well, I was born in Budapest, Hungary, and went to Canada when I was 2 and a half, then came here when I was 14, and now I manage a restaurant in Westwood.
Oh,
you do?
I do indeed.
I can't say. You can't say on the air?
Wait,
is that like V-neck sweater?
He
oh
can't.
my God, that's my favorite.
But he can't say it on the air.
Okay,
Now,
it's a great restaurant.
at your restaurant, are you doing anything special tonight?
I think all the wait staff is going to dress up as whatever they wish to dress up as.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's
That
going to
should
be
be fun.
Yeah, I'll see what I'm going to do. I don't know yet.
Yeah. What are you going to dress up like tonight?
Oh, I don't know. I might scare everyone and go normal.
Do you go out trick-or-treating, or do you wait for the little goblins to come to your house? What do you do?
Well, usually I just kind of go trick-or-treating myself in my own house.
Yeah, in your own house.
I go from door to door, bedrooms, trick-or-treat. My cats will open the door. You know, it's real fun. You think I should wear it up or down? I don't know.
Here's Debbie Stark, ladies and gentlemen.
Debbie.
$10,900. I'll be willing to bet you I know what you're going to do. You're going to stay right at home and dish out the treats, aren't you?
No one ever comes to our house. We live in such a bad neighborhood.
Oh, I see. they're afraid?
I guess.
Neighbor.
So no one ever comes?
No one ever comes to our house. So we just buy a bunch of candy, like hundreds of kids are going to come and eat it ourselves.
I see. Okay. We do want to tell everyone to be very careful and the parents to attend their little ones as they go out tonight. All right, Mindy, let's play. Oh, I forgot to tell you what we do. We act out a series of words to help your partner solve a puzzle. That's what we do. Come on, Mindy.
Go,
Yana,
go,
you
go,
do that.
go, go, go.
Oh, I forgot what we did.
I'm telling you,
I
I will
know.
not survive this day with Jimmy.
I
Okay.
know. 60 seconds on the clock. Here we go. First word, and go.
You're flipping on the light switch. The light comes on.
Light is it. Next.
Pass.
Pass on that one, and...
Pass.
You're lighting a match, a candle, a flame, a wick. You burn yourself with the wick. A cinder.
Pass.
Pass.
There's something on the ground. It's a ball.
Okay, wait.
Crystal ball. Forget the whole thing. It's a television set. No, it's a big box. You're taking something off the box. You're putting something on the box. Tic-tac-toe. You're opening something up. You're making incisions.
Pass.
Pass.
Okay. I'm waiting. Yes. You're a goose, a chicken, a duck. Which one? Cooked goose. Carving the goose.
Carving is it. Next.
Pass.
Pass.
Oh, anything. You're driving a car. You're stopping. Okay, car. You're getting out. You're looking with a flashlight. A lantern. You're polishing the window.
Oh, I see. That's all right. Gave it a shot. You got 2 of them, Jonas.
Better than nothing.
You betcha. That's right. So here comes your puzzle, and here are your 2 words, and it's a $100 puzzle. After carving your blank blank to look like blank or blank, you light it up with this blank thing. Answer?
Christmas tree lights.
Is it Christmas tree lights? No. Debbie comes over to join us at this point, and she says her choice of blanks is?
Number 7, please.
You light it up with this wax thing. Answer?
Candle.
Is it candle? Oh, it is candle. I'm beginning to get it now.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, after carving your Halloween unacted, the parenthesis, jack-o'-lantern. When you said you're making an incision, she was carving out the eyes of a pumpkin. Were you not?
Yes, I was, barely.
Yes. What did you just say?
This is the Halloween show. I was doing Christmas.
I see. Yes, that's right. You were doing the Christmas show. All right. Carving your Halloween jack-o'-lantern to look like Alfred E. Newman. She passed on that altogether.
So glad.
That would take an hour and a half. Or Jimmy Carter. What? It looked like Alfred E. Newman or Jimmy Carter. You light it up with this wax thing.
Yes.
And that's the candle gives $100 to the red team. That's how we play our game. And the first team to reach $500 wins the game and a chance at $10,000. Back with his team right after this. Go there and sit down. So far, at the end of the first puzzle, it's $100 for the red team, 0 for the green team, and now oh my goodness. Oh, you scared me. I'm sorry. Okay, the red team.
You were so rude. Okay.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's do it. 60 seconds on the clock. Here's your first word. Go.
You're taking a picture, a photograph, a camera. Lens, camera lens, focusing. Camera.
Pass.
Time, you're telling time, adjusting your watch, winding your watch.
Watch is it next.
You're in a beauty pageant, Miss America. You're posing, Playboy Bunny. A magazine, centerfold.
Pass.
Oh, you're sneaking around.
Yes, you got it, sneaking.
You're taking a picture, a camera, photograph, snapping a picture, snapping a photograph, snapshot.
Yes, very good. Hey, let's hear it for Jim. That was outstanding. It really was. Very good indeed. 3 words that earned for you. Here are those 3 words. This is a $100 puzzle. He tells you to watch the blank, and he might get blank on his blank when sneaking a snapshot of blank. Answer?
Photographer?
Is it photographer? Oh, very well done, Debbie. Now, you know what he tells you to watch, don't you?
The birdie.
Yeah, he tells you to watch the birdie. That's unacted, of course, in the parentheses. And he might get fog unacted on his zoom lens. Remember, he twisted it to indicate a zoom when sneaking it. Now, the Miss America, you were right. Now, remember what he followed it up with? She did some rather provocative poses. That's what he was doing. Do you remember which Miss America that might be associated with? You're right. It was Vanessa Williams. Snapshots of Vanessa Williams.
That's
well
right.
done, Jim. Good try there. And as a matter of fact, you earned another $100 for Debbie. It's
All
$200
right.
to nothing. And we'll be back with our $250 puzzles right after this. Way to go. $0 for the green team, $200 for the red team. But we go into $250 puzzles now. And in this round, if neither team reaches $500, we have a playoff. Also, if a team gets all 5 words, the contestant gets a $500 cash bonus, not affecting the final score. Red team, pardon me, green team is up. Mindy's over there.
Okay.
Jono, over there. Now, you don't just say Janos, you say Janosch. Janos.
Yes, in Hungarian, S is always SH.
S8. Janos. You ready, Janos?
I'm ready.
Here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. Here's your first word. Go.
Pass.
Circle.
Yes. Good.
You're dealing cards, playing cards. Oh, you won. No, you're the dealer. You're a crazy dealer. You're...
Pass.
Pass.
End, tush, but. I can't say else. What else? You're eating something, a sandwich? Sandwich. Bread.
Pass.
Sandwich, bread, I don't... Darts. Throwing darts. Dartboard.
Yes. Next.
Famous man. In the Golden Arch. Oh, McDonald man. Big Mac. What's it? Ronald McDonald.
Yes. Next. Repeating.
You're a dealer. You're a dealer and a card.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the idea. The second time around. Okay. Very good there, Mindy girl. You got 3 of them. Here's your puzzle. Here are your 3 words. $250 puzzle. It's the blank circle of a dartboard, and a blank might blank one on the blank of Ronald McDonald. What do you think of that?
I know what it is. I can't.
Oh, and your time is up. Jim J. Bullock comes back on the scene, and he says, Tom, I want...
One.
It's the center circle of a dartboard. Answer?
Bullseye!
Is it bullseye on the buzzer? And he is right.
I'm sorry you lost, Mindy.
It's the center circle on a dartboard and a joker. See, he was dealing cards. Second time around, you indicated the card was a joker instead of you. Yeah. And a joker might paint one on the buns. That's one you could say on television.
I see.
You understand?
I know what you wanted to say.
Oh, leave me alone.
It rhymes with glass.
On the buns of Ronald McDonald. $4.50 for the red team, and the red team is poised for the blow for the next time around. Come on down here, Debbie. Debbie, since you have $4.50, if you get this, what does that do for you?
Wins the game?
That's exactly right. If you get all 5 words, what do you win?
$500.
You want to play?
Okay.
60 seconds on the clock. Here's your first word. Go.
Star. Drink. What? A glass. Crystal.
Passed. You passed.
Eating. Full. Stuffed.
You got it.
Cut. Blood. Bleeding. Blood. Bloodshot.
Yes. Very good.
Star. Star rabbit? Was that a rabbit? No. Star frog. Kermit. No. Kermit the frog.
Yes.
Yes.
Next.
Eating. Tasting. Terrible. Apple. Vomit. Circle. What? Grape. Plant. Seed.
Time. Oh, I see. Okay, your time ran out. You got 3 of them, though. Occurring for you. Enough to get a Q-word. Here's the puzzle. Here are your 3 words. $250 puzzle. If you get this, you win the game. They've got blank. They blank in blank. And the stuffed ones look like the bloodshot blank of Kermit the Frog. What do you think, Jim?
Eyes?
Is it eyes? No, Mindy, come over here.
Number 1?
All right, Mindy wants number 1. They've got pits, they blank in blank, and the stuffed ones look like the bloodshot blank of Kermit the Frog.
Stuffed apples.
Oh, is it apples? No, Jim, back to you. Which blank? 2, 3?
6.
And the stuffed ones look like the bloodshot eyeballs of Kermit the Frog. You're still alive, Mindy.
Barely, 2.
They sink, wait, they've got pits, they sink in blank, and the stuffed ones look like the bloodshot eyeballs of Kermit the Frog.
Potatoes.
Oh, is it potatoes? Jim, here's the final one. They've got pits, they sink in martinis, and the stuffed ones look like the bloodshot eyes of Kermit the Frog.
Olives?
Are they olives?
Thank you, America! Thank you!
Well, you two, I can't believe that.
I feel so foolish.
Oh, don't.
It's the pits she was going for. You know, and she was showing you that the pit was also a seed. I guess you were planting it in the ground.
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I was so lost by that time.
You should have done
The
this.
stuffed ones, you
I
see.
should have.
The green olives do have pits, yeah.
They
And
have pimento in it, right?
well, when they're
Oh,
stuffed...
they don't grow with pimentos in them? I think I'll go pick a couple of pimento olives. Oh,
That's not what I meant. Get back here.
They do have pits. They do.
I think I'll pick a couple of pumpkin pies. Here, take one home with you.
Mindy, you go over there with the olives. That's it. All right. The crazy one here and his partner, Debbie, are going to go for $10,000 right after this. Debbie, would you like to give or receive?
I'm going to stay the course and receive.
You're going to receive.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Get on over there. Come on, Big Jim. He's getting serious, folks. 10 seconds, this time with 60 words. Every word worth $100. Later, the hundreds can be changed into thousands. 60 seconds on the clock. Here's your first word. Go.
Taking something out of your pocket, you're paying a coin, a dime, a nickel, a quarter, a penny.
Yes, $100.
You're putting on a mask and taking it off.
$200.
You're carrying something, a lid, a top of a jar. You're pouring something out, a container, a carton. You're picking an apple, apple juice, apple cider.
Pass.
Pass.
You're on your broom. You're a witch.
Yes, $300.
A tree, picking off an apple, an orange, fruit.
$400.
A scarecrow, a witch, a skeleton.
Yes, $500.
You're rowing, a paddle, an oar. You're mixing something in a cauldron.
What do you think it was? The witch got back on it.
Oh, she got her broomstick?
Yeah, it was brooming.
Oh.
He was sweeping. Not very well, but that's what he was doing. And the fruit that he took off the tree, he went like this.
An orange.
Yeah, that's
Silly
what it was.
me.
Boy, that was, and your skeleton was outstanding.
You did
really
such a good
was
skeleton.
Well, I didn't know Don Knox or a skeleton.
Yeah, right. $500 can become $5,000 if you get the next 3 words in 20 seconds. Let's do it. 20 seconds on the clock. Here's your first of 3 words. Go.
Sing at a desk.
1 down, 2 to go.
You're singing, vocalizing, a famous singer.
Pass.
Pass.
A turtle, a
Yes,
tortoise.
2 down, 1 to go for $5,000.
A famous singer.
Time. Oh, boy. Well, it's all, you still have, don't step on these. You still have $500. Now, what else can you do for that last one?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Shakespeare.
Huh?
Opera.
It was opera. Opera. But go console him. He did a fine job. Don't you agree? We'll be right back. She's got $500.
I hate Halloween.
Come on down there. Giannis Benny, no money, only 1 loss. He'll be back next time. Debbie Stark, $12,100. When you go out tonight, be very careful, but also be very successful because Mindy Cohn's going to be out there saying, trick or treat! Come on, Mindy.
You are crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Now you'll recognize her when she comes to your door. Look at Big Jim. Trick or treat. Have a good Halloween, folks, okay?
I'm going to split.
Woo! See you next time. Bye-bye.
Our departing contestants will receive True Value, True Test, Easy Care Paint for easy does it painting in 3 finishes and many decorated colors from True Value Hardware Stores. And get into the groove with this portable AM/FM high-tech radio. Bluetooth earphone and special multiband for TV frequencies. And a Toast-R oven. It's a toaster, it's an oven, it's a top browner. This convenient energy saver with see-through window makes cooking a breeze. And a member of our studio audience will receive a Whirlpool no-frost French door refrigerator. Offers spacious shelf capacity and a 5.8 cubic foot bottom freezer, porcelain on steel interior, and textured steel no fingerprint doors from Whirlpool. This is Bob Hilton speaking for Body Language, a Mark Goodson television production.
No, I haven't fallen asleep. I was just about ready to go live when I realized I didn't have a hat on. I looked around and could not find a hat anywhere, so I had to run and get a hat, lest I blind you with the shine from the top of my head. Good morning, everyone. It is after 5 a.m. here in beautiful downtown Joshua Tree, California. It is... Well, I have no idea what temperature it is because my temperature went away. But it is the 10th of February. We are 10 days in. Isn't that just swell? Yeah. Anywho, how are you all doing today? It's Totally Television Tuesday. Yesterday was a Totally Television edition of Monday Movie Memories, and we looked at 4 of my favorite childhood actors from the 70s and 80s. And that was fun. And this morning we continued that, and we will continue that. We looked at Alvin Goes Back to School, Alvin and the Chipmunks, for a short Saturday morning cartoon / kids programming promo from 1985, I believe, 84, 85, maybe around that era there. Punky Brewster was still in her first season, and was bringing us the adventures of Punky Brewster in an animated series, and we got to see a glimpse of that, and that was pretty cool. I didn't know that George Gaines, the old guy from Police Academy, I didn't realize that he had actually voiced the father on the animated series as well, which is pretty cool. That little girl had her fingers in everything right then at that moment in time. She was, nowadays they would have called her branding. And boy, did she have her iron hot back then. This is episode 22 of season 5. And this is, I believe, our 4th Totally Television Tuesday. Isn't that cool? Ain't that cool? I think it's our... Yeah, it's our 4th, 22. That would make it... No, this is our 5th. Yeah. Yeah, I think. I would think so. This is great. I can't believe I'm still here. I haven't been cut off yet. It's been close a few times, which is why before I bring you these videos and these pre-shows and stuff that are kind of iffy on copyright, I run them through YouTube first. So then every once in a while I'll run it through YouTube, and I'll still get a copyright thing, but that's okay as long as I can every once in a while I don't upload something to YouTube first, and I then have to go back and delete it because it gets hit with a copyright. And now my stream is unavailable. Hello. I'm not sure what the hell's going on here. Okay, so apparently I'm back. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I was into the morning monologue here when apparently I got hit for copyright. I was just talking about copyright stuff. Morning, sunshine. How's it going? Did I disappear for a few seconds there? Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there. I was just talking about this morning's pre-show and the whole getting it approved through YouTube, and what happens? YouTube cut me off. Maybe they didn't like me talking about their copyright stuff. I don't know. That was weird. Did I disappear? I thought I disappeared. But now I'm back. Yeah. I don't know why I swallowed a fly. It said stream unavailable for like 30 seconds, right? And it appears as though I'm back. But, oh wow, that is weird. I'm here. So apparently it wasn't that bad of a faux pas. I don't know what happened. I was just doing morning monologue stuff. I had already done 30 minutes, 45 minutes of the Alvin and the Chipmunks thing and the body language thing. Don't piss off the algorithm gods. They woo. I don't know what that was all about. I really don't. I see my monitors working here. This is working there. So tomorrow morning is Old Time Radio Wednesday. God, I hope I don't get canceled then, because I've got some music I'm going to be playing. I've also gone and taken a couple of images and turned them into little Polaroids and stuck them in the window of my radio booth. So when you're on and you're there in the comments and you're here as an irregular, then I'll pop your little Polaroid up in the corner of the glass of the booth. Which I thought, you know what? That'll make that glass look even more real, right? Because there's no glass here. But that'll be cool. That'll be fun. So I'm going to be going after images of others and stuff. And what I did one for Joey that he had given me an image a long time ago. It was this little anime character, and so I cropped it out so it's just the character, and I overlaid it over a Tower Records store in Tokyo, the one that still exists, because that's one of the places I think I'd probably see him in the future, is hanging out at that particular store in that particular country. Yeah, totally. So it is Totally Television Tuesday. We are going to be talking about two stories. I have 2 lead stories this morning, so we're going to talk about those, and then we're going to wrap up some loose ends with stories that I tried to get off last month, and they just kind of got backed up. So I didn't plan anything but the 2 lead stories and the 5 other stories, 6 other stories that I have from January, and they're cool. So I want to, and then what I'll do is I'll read off the titles, and we'll go through, and more than likely you will know better than I if I have used these stories before, because I'm pretty sure I have it. I think once we start reading into the stories, we'll know right away. But it is morning, and I am just barely here. Just barely here. Yesterday we talked about Robbie Rist and Keith Coogan, Mindy Cohn, and Soleil Moonfry. So of course this morning on the pre-show I was able to find some more Soleil Moonfry, aka Punky Brewster, and some of Mindy Cohn on Body Language, a game show, and she's really funny. She's really smart and funny. And she's still working on Facts of Life at this time. It's 1985 in that episode. So it's pretty cool, man. I think both of them are from, Mindy Cohn one is from 85. The Punky Brewster one is from 86, I believe, was on the credits. But it's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool glimpse back into the past. This morning on the commercial breaks, we actually have some Robbie Rist and some Keith Coogan a few times. And of course my usual McDonald's commercials, because I love Mickey D's. I don't know, you love the stuff that kills you, I guess. The golden tombstones. I'm kind of a vegetable this morning. Yeah. Last night we, of course, went down to campus at university, and my daughter did her class, and I hung out in the car and watched some of that 90s show, I think. And got back, and she and I watched some X-Files and some Futurama. Funny, because both of those were on TV at the same time. And then I tried real hard to go to sleep, which I think I tried too hard. And then my dog's got a cough. He's just old and fat. So he does that in the middle of the night. It's starting to concern me a little bit. But he's always kind of done that. So I'm kind of, because we've stopped giving them snacks and treats. There's no more food off the plate, no more snacks, no more in-between meals. It's kibble. That's it. That's what they get. They get kibble. And when we put kibble down, they're pretty good at managing the kibble. They don't just sit there and scarf it until it's gone. They eat a couple of times a day, a little bit, when the kibble's down all the time. If the kibble's not down all the time, then they start getting in the trash and all that shit. So no more treats. And then I think I'm going to start taking Fatty, the fattest one. And I might just take him with me twice a week with my daughter, and then just walk him around the park and get him, start getting him healthy again. Because, puppy health concerns me more than my own. Totally. So, speaking of totally, it's Totally Television Tuesday. We are going to take a little bit of a commercial break here. And when we get back, we're going to start talking about some news, I guess. So let me see if I can get this right here. Let me see. We're going to go fade to black, and then do the microphone, and then start the commercial. And then when we come back, we're just going to reverse the process, man. All right. So this is some great commercial vintage stuff here. So you're going to love this. All right. I know I do. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes. Fade, Mike.
When it says Libby's on the label, you will like it on your table.
Libby's doesn't just call their hash home style. They make it that way, with big, lean chunks of corned beef, potatoes, and special seasonings hash lovers love. Like all Libby's canned meats, definitely worth singing about.
You will like it.
You like Libby's.
Nothing's too good for my dad. That's why I brought him here to McDonald's. For the best cheeseburger ever. A quarter pounder with cheese. It's not skinny. It's nice and thick the way my dad likes it. And it's got 2 pieces of cheese. It's really a neat thing. And that's the way it should be, because for my dad, it's nothing but the best.
You deserve
right, Dad?
a break today at McDonald's.
The Impulse Turbo. Faster than a speeding... Well, you know.
Test drive the hot new Isuzu Impulse Turbo at these Isuzu dealers now.
Here in Santa Alba, some sins have never been forgiven.
You can't do this! This is murder! First-degree murder!
Some mysteries have never been solved.
Did you do it, son? I didn't kill him! I was trying to stop you!
And one stranger will change every life.
30 years, I never saw anything like this. Who are you? I'm the past that just caught up with you.
The Killing Time. Rated R.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Honda would like to show you something you've never seen before. Four-wheel steering. Four-wheel steering from Honda. Only on the new Prelude SI. It's an incredible turn of events.
She's got a walk that's set to music, so sexy, silky, smooth. She's a no-nonsense kind of woman. You gotta watch her every move.
No Nonsense Sheer and Silky has the same silky look and feel of some department store pantyhose at nowhere near the price.
Her legs steal the show, but it's never an act. And if you whistle at her, she might whistle back. No nonsense. Well, if the attitude fits where it's...
It's the Subaru year-end clearance! The greatest Subaru deals in Subaru history! Stupendous Subaru savings! Hold it!
Instead of a great deal of hype, Subaru gives you a great deal. Up to $1,500 factory cash back or 3.9% financing. Enough! You won't be seeing this commercial much longer. Up to $1,500 back or 3.9 will be gone. Subaru's last blast. It's about to self-destruct.
This is Whoopi.
Give me a kiss.
You better kiss this, honey.
This is Whoopi.
I've been shot. Yes, honey, I know I shot you.
This is Whoopi.
You have the right to remain silent.
This is really Whoopi. Whoopi Goldberg.
What?
Fatal Beauty. Rated R. Special sneak preview October 24th in selected markets. Opens nationwide October 30th.
I did it again. I was lost in that commercial break, and I'm like, oh, Fatal Beauty, man, I just saw this movie with my wife. So there you go. I'm so wrapped up in my own show. I'm entertained by my own show. I entertain myself. All right, let's get on with the news here. And let's see what Miriam has prepared for me this morning. Oh, thank you. This is an EBS special report. So let me see if I can get to... This is an EBS special report. What does that mean? What does that fucking even mean? I don't know. I thought I had a cool special report video, right? But I don't. This morning, we interrupt Totally Television Tuesday for an urgent developments in the nation's growing energy emergency. Gas lines stretching for miles, prices climbing day by day, and frustration boiling over at pumps across America. Stay with us as we bring you the latest on the 1979 crisis reshaping the country, one empty tank at a time. Right? I think I want to do it. I'm going to do it. Where is it? Here we go. Breaking news. And, see, there we go. Okay. Okay, baby. Yeah, well, I got to load it up first. In order to have it, I got to load it. Because if I don't load it, then it's not there. Where the hell did it go? Where the hell did it go? Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. There it is. Oh, see? That's friggin' huge. There's nothing to it. I gotta move it first of all. Don't you just love live TV? There we go. Let me go ahead and open it up again. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. So I can shrink it down here. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? There we go. Hello. Hello. And there's my hook. Now what's going to happen? See, then it comes back to me. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to do for you there, is bring you the finest in stupidity. There, straighten it up, straighten it up. Hey, there it is, all right. That's it, that's all I'm trying to do. The winter of 1979 arrived with a kind of nervous static in the air, the sword that made television anchors sit a little straighter behind the desk, and viewers at home lean a little closer to the set. By February, the second major U.S. energy crisis of the decade was no longer a distant headline. Nope, no siree, from the business pages. It was a nightly top story, a national mood, and, for millions of Americans, a daily scavenger hunt for gasoline. The trouble had begun months earlier when political upheaval in Iran, and we talked about this, culminating in the fall of the Shah and the rise of the Ayatollah Khomeini, sent global oil prices into a tailspin. Iran had been supplying roughly 5 to 6% of the world's oil. When that flow slowed to a trickle, the entire system shuttered. By February, U.S. imports from Iran had dropped by more than 75%. So we really wanted that much oil from them? And they only had, what, 6% max? The price of crude oil on the world market had surged from around $13 a barrel to nearly $30 a barrel. Sheesh. For a country that had built its post-war identity on freedom of the open road, this was the equivalent of someone turning the lights off in the middle of a party. Totally. Television newsrooms scrambled to keep up. Let me see. Let's get a little video here. There we go. scrambled to keep up with the story, dispatching crews to gas stations from coast to coast. The images became iconic. Lines of cars stretching around the blocks, drivers idling for hours. It's not much of a video loop there. It is what it is. And the station owners posting handwritten signs that read "No gas today" or "Limit 10 gallons." In some cities, the lines began forming before dawn, long before the pumps opened, as if gasoline had suddenly become the hottest ticket in town. Reporters interviewed frustrated motorists who had begun to treat the gas line like a second job. One man in New Jersey told CBS crew that he'd spent more time waiting for fuel that month than he had spent at his actual workplace. Wow. Another woman in Los Angeles said she'd taken carrying a backpack. She had taken to carrying a paperback novel, a thermos of coffee, and a folding chair in her trunk. Her gas line survival kit, she called it. And somewhere in the middle of all this, a few opportunistic teenagers discovered they could make a quick buck by holding spots in line for strangers. America, very resourceful, right? The numbers told their own story. The average price of gasoline, which had hovered around 65 cents a gallon in 1978, shot past 85 cents by 1979, and was pushing towards the psychological $1 mark in several states. In some urban centers, premium fuel crossed that threshold entirely, prompting one Chicago station to hang a banner reading, "Welcome to the future." Economists warned that price spikes were only the beginning of that, and that inflation, already running above 9%, would soon accelerate. President Carter, who had spent much of the previous year urging Americans to conserve energy, now found himself presiding over a crisis that seemed to validate his warnings. His administration floated the possibilities of mandatory rationing, odd, even license plate rules, and even national speed limit reductions. None of these ideas were particularly popular, but then again, neither was the prospect of spending 3 hours in line for a half a tank of unleaded. Sheesh. Television became the national campfire during this period, the place where Americans gathered each night to make sense of the chaos. Anchors like Walter Cronkite, John Chancellor, and Frank Reynolds delivered the latest updates with a mix of gravity and weary familiarity, as they too had spent the morning waiting at the mobile station behind a man in a Buick Skylark who insisted on topping off his tank to the very last drop. Local stations joined the effort, offering Gas Watch segments that listed which stations had fuel, how long the lines were, and whether the attendants were in a good mood. Some stations even deployed helicopters to survey the traffic patterns, turning the search for gasoline into something resembling a military reconnaissance mission. And in living rooms across the country, viewers nodded along, grateful for any scrap of information that might help them avoid another wasted afternoon. By mid-February, the crisis had begun to reshape American behavior in ways both subtle and profound. Carpooling surged, not because it was fashionable, but because it was practical. Sales of small, fuel-efficient imports, especially from Japan, spiked dramatically, while the once mighty Detroit land yachts suddenly looked like relics of the bygone era. Homeowners turned down their thermostats, swapped incandescent bulbs for fluorescents, and rediscovered the lost art of wearing sweaters indoors. Even television programming reflected the moment. Public service announcements urged conservation, news specials dissected the geopolitics of oil, and late-night comedians joked that the only thing harder to find than gasoline was a politician willing to take responsibility for the shortage. One host quipped that if the crisis continued, Americans might have to start walking places. Oh my goodness. An idea so radical, it drew nervous laughter from the studio audience. We're going to have to walk? Oh no. People drive around an empty parking lot, right, for 10 minutes just so they can get a spot close to the store so they don't have to walk. That's Americans. Behind the scenes, the global oil market was undergoing a transformation. OPEC, emboldened by the turmoil in Iran, tightened its grip on production and pricing. The cartel's decisions reverberated through, yes, oil cartels, reverberated through every corner of American economy. From transportation to manufacturing to agriculture, trucking companies warned of rising freight costs. Airlines raised ticket prices. And farmers struggled with the cost of diesel fuels for their equipment. In Washington, lawmakers debated everything from alternative energy research to the creation of a national strategic petroleum reserve. The crisis, in other words, was not just about gasoline. It was about the fragility of the system that had long been taken for granted. Television captured all of this with a kind of unfiltered immediacy. The grainy footage, the on-scene interviews, the earnest explanations from experts with thick glasses and thicker charts. It all contributed to a sense that the country was living through a moment of genuine uncertainty. Genuinely. And yet, amid this seriousness, there were flashes of unintentional comedy. One station in Texas interviewed a man who claimed he had solved the crisis by inventing a device that could run a car on positive thinking. Another station in Florida reported on a group of retirees who had formed a gas-lined social club, complete with lawn chairs, card tables, and a rotating snack schedule. Americans, it seemed, were determined to find humor wherever they could, even if it meant laughing through the fumes. By the end of February, the immediate panic had begun to ease, though the underlying issue remained unresolved. Gasoline supplies stabilized somewhat, prices plateaued, and the lines shortened, but the crisis had left a lasting impression on the national psyche. It exposed the vulnerabilities of an energy-hungry society, challenges long-held assumptions about abundance, and forced Americans to confront the reality that the world was changing in ways that could not be ignored. For television, it was a defining moment, a chance to prove its value, not just as entertainment, but as a vital source of information, context, and connection. And for viewers, it was a reminder that sometimes the big stories are the ones that hit closest to home, right there at the corner gas station, where the sign reads, "Limit 10 gallons," and the line stretches farther than the eye can see. In the years that followed, historians would look back on 1979 energy crisis as a turning point, a moment when the country began to rethink its relationship with oil, technology, and the wider world. But in February of that year, none of that was clear. What was clear, painfully, comically, unmistakably, was that America had run headfirst into a problem it could not ignore. And as television cameras rolled, capturing every frustrated driver, every empty pump, and every exasperated anchor trying to explain the geopolitics of petroleum in under 2 minutes. The nation watched, waited, and wondered what would come next. It was a story that unfolded not in distant capitals or corporate boardrooms, but in everyday routines of millions of people. And for a brief, unforgettable moment, it turned the simple act of filling up your tank into a national drama worthy of prime time. And there you have it. The energy crisis of 1979, the begin, and there you have that. It is getting late, so I'm going to play us another commercial break here. And when we get back, we are going to talk about some penguins going crazy. Totally. I'll be back in a flash. Don't go away, because if you die, I gotta have to come look for you, and I'm gonna have to send out the boys, So don't do it, All right. I'm back in a flash. Well, let me see here. I'm gonna have to turn this off. There we go. And then fade. And then I know. It's a whole production. I'm a one-man band here, people. I'll see you in a bit.
Hey, Cookie, more pecani sauce. This ain't paste pecani sauce.
What's the difference?
Cookie, paste pecani sauce is made in San Antonio with fresh vegetables and spices by people who know what pecani sauce is supposed to taste like.
That stuff's made in New York City?
New York City?
Get a rope. Pick up the original pecani sauce. Pick up the paste.
At ease, gentlemen. Many of you out there fancy yourselves seasoned veterans of grueling, hellish toy campaigns. Some of you are about to see action for the first time, but none of you have ever come face to face with a campaign as fearsomely devastating as the one we're about to embark on. And gentlemen, that's no crock of cocky duty. The mission's code name is the Ready Ranger Project. The primary target, young men between the ages of 5 and 9, the 10 million who have been ejected by the Cub Scouts for being underage or classified 4F for bedwetting and thumb-sucking. We'll be on the air with a series of children's commercials with an impact potential equal to 30,000 tons of dynamite. Now then, here's a preview of what's in store. Eyes front, riveted to the screen. I shall return. I think you should know that I have just received orders from the President of Aurora empowering me to establish a vast Ready Ranger complex, to be henceforth known as the Ready Ranger Club. To enlist new and additional sales for you, each Ready Ranger will receive 3 additional Ready Ranger membership cards, which he will give to his friends. His friends will be coming to your stores and pick up Ready Ranger supplies. In addition, Ready Rangers will receive regular mailings containing news of activities, games, assignments, and projects. In the months ahead, I expect every last man to get this campaign underway. I want to see you get the lead out. You're to stop at nothing to capture your share of the market. If necessary, resort to psychological warfare. Battalion, stand at attention for the singing of the Ready Ranger hymn.
What helps you make believe you're on the trail? What brings adventure over hill and dale? A Ready Ranger pack, that's what.
For less than the average price of a new car, you can get 2 new Hyundai Excels. They're both dependable, have front-wheel drive, room for 5, and more standard features than any cars in their class. The only problem is getting them home. Hyundai, cars that make sense.
There is an emergency number you should know.
It caught me out on a limb. I was getting the cat down when suddenly
It's listed in your yellow pages.
I needed a Godfather pizza!
Next time there's no time, call Godfather's 30-minute emergency delivery. It'll be there in 30 minutes, or we'll give you $3 back.
It got there before the ambulance.
30-minute emergency delivery at Godfather's Pizza. What are you waiting for?
And we are back. Thank you for coming back with me this morning. Robbie Rist is hilarious. I love him in those Libby's commercials. Anything he did on TV was friggin' hilarious. I loved him on Chips. 4 times he was on Chips. Crazy stuff, man. Okay, we've got a serious story here this morning. So get ready. This is a serious story. February 1982 delivered one of those stories that made the evening news feel less like a parade of grim headlines and more like a reminder that the universe occasionally throws us a bone. It happened in San Francisco, where the Steinhart Aquarium found itself dealing with a situation so improbable that even the anchors had trouble keeping a straight face. A winter storm had knocked out the power across parts of the city, and while most residents were worried about refrigerators thawing or electrical blankets going cold, the aquarium staff had a more pressing concern. Their colony of African penguins who were suddenly without climate control. The climate control that kept their habitat at a comfortable penguin-approved chill. The birds, apparently unaware that they were supposed to be dignified representatives of the natural world, responded to the outage by staging what could only be described as a full-scale jailbreak. And there we go. The penguins overpowered a guard at one of the back doors of the enclosure. At this, they were then seen making their way through the lobby. And they made their way through the lobby where a child opened the door for them and let them run wild through the streets. They ran all over the city. They even managed to get into the theaters, went to a concert. They got on a city bus. They went all over. Actually, this never happened. The penguins, all 23 of them, waddled out of their enclosure and into the darkened aquarium corridors, embarking on what witnesses later described as a surprisingly coordinated march. One security guard, who had been making his rounds with a flashlight, turned a corner and found himself face to face with a wall of tuxedoed birds advancing with the determination of commuters who had just missed their bus. He radioed for backup, though it's unclear what kind of backup he expected. Riot police? A marching band? A penguin whisperer? Whatever the plan was, it didn't matter, because the penguins had already decided that the aquarium lobby was their new home. And by the time the staff had arrived, the birds had formed a loose semicircle around the front doors, as if waiting for someone to open them, so they could explore the rest of San Francisco. And honestly, given the way that winter was going, the city might not have noticed an extra 23 pedestrians, right? The rescue operation that followed became an instant local legend. With the power still out and temperatures rising inside the building, the staff had to improvise. They gathered every bag of ice they could find. Ice machines, break room freezers, nearby restaurants, even a few bars that were more than happy to help once they heard the words penguin emergency. Within an hour, the aquarium floor looked like the aftermath of a very confused cocktail party. Volunteers and employees worked together to create makeshift cooling stations, laying down sheets of plastic and dumping ice into shallow piles so the penguins could cool their feet. One staff member later admitted that the birds seemed to enjoy the chaos a little too much, treating the whole ordeal like a surprise vacation. Several of them slid across the piles on their bellies, which did nothing to speed up the rescue but did wonders for the morale. Television crews arrived shortly after sunrise, altered by police dispatcher, who apparently decided that penguins on the loose was too good to keep to himself. The footage that aired that night became one of the most replayed clips of the month, a line of penguins being gently herded back toward their enclosure by a team of exhausted humans, armed with brooms and towels, and the kind of patience usually reserved for kindergarten teachers. One penguin, later identified as the ringleader, because of course there was a ringleader, of course, refused to go quietly and made 3 separate attempts to double back toward the lobby. Each time, he was intercepted by a volunteer who looked like she was questioning every life choice that had led her to that moment. The anchors, reading the story with their best serious news voices, couldn't help but crack a smile. Even Walter Cronkite would have had trouble keeping a straight face. Totally. By midday, the power was restored, the habitat cooled, and the penguins returned to their normal routine, which mostly involved looking innocent and pretending they hadn't just attempted to colonize the gift shop. The Aquarium issued a statement thanking the community for their help, noting that none of the penguins had been harmed, and that several, in fact, enjoyed the adventure a little too much. Donations poured in from viewers who said the story had brightened an otherwise dreary winter. One local bakery even delivered a tray of penguin-shaped cookies for the staff, which was a thoughtful gesture, though perhaps not the most comforting snack to eat while standing next to the animals. Yeah, they were shaped after. Funny. In the end, the Great February Penguin Rescue became one of those rare stories that united a city, if only for a moment. It reminded people that even in a month known for gray skies, tax forms, and emotional hangovers of a failed New Year's resolution, something unexpected and joyful could still waddle into the spotlight. And for the aquarium staff, it was a lesson in preparedness. Always have a backup generator. Always know where the ice is stored. And never, never underestimate the collective willpower of 23 penguins who decided they're not going to stay there. They're going to go on an adventure. It was the kind of story that made viewers feel lighter, even if just for a night. And it proved once again that sometimes the best news isn't about what went wrong. It's about what went adorably, chaotically right. The Penguin Rescue of 1982. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, that kind of gives me a little goosebumps. That's just silly. I got penguin bumps. Isn't that silly? Look at all those penguins. They're just running around. All right, that's not actual footage of the penguins. Because I thought the story was fun, but I wanted it to be more. Yeah, they got out. They went around. They went to the moon. They went to an island and had fun. They went all over. No, they actually went back to Africa. That's silly. All right, let's see here. It is the morning time. I'm going to go to another commercial break because we got a few to get through, and they're so fun. All right, so let's go to another commercial break real quick, and then when we get back, we'll see how many of these other little monologues we can get through about some January stories that I don't think we got through. All right, so I'll be back in a flash.
Kids are born stain makers.
Oops.
So moms need the stain lifter.
A-L-L. How does it work?
All goes right to the stain and just lifts it away. For my little stain makers, I get the stain lifter.
Whoa!
Are you ready, boy?
Most guys can't wait to get out of high school. John Cryer can't wait to get back in.
You'll never get away with it. You want to make a bet?
The FBI wants him in custody. The mob wants him dead.
You stay off the streets, all right?
If hitmen don't kill him,
What is this stuff?
the cafeteria food will.
You're basically screwed.
John Cryer is hiding out. Rated PG-13.
Starts Friday, November 6th at theaters everywhere.
Hi, I'm back. From where? From the Shoeworks boot sale. And look,
Boots and booties now 30 and 50% off regular price at the Shoeworks. Short boots, tall boots, sport booties, western styles, riders, suede, leathers, zipper booties, lug booties, safari boots, off-back slouches, red boots, black boots, greens, tans, browns, reptile prints. The Shoeworks huge selection of boots and booties, 30 and 50% off now.
and these too. Outrageous. Too tired for more? More boots? Off to the Shoeworks.
The Shoeworks, women's designer shoes and boots.
What will the future bring from Nintendo? More hits like Super Mario Brothers. Sports hits like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Nintendo has the most video game hits. Hogan's Alley, The Legend of Zelda, and more like Metroid, Brad Racer. And you can play them only on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
Orange cappuccino, creamy coffee with an orange twist. Double Dutch chocolate with deep, dark chocolate. They're sumptuous. They're sensational. They're yours for the taking. General Foods International coffees. Taste worth celebrating.
There is a coffee that's made completely, totally, 100% from gourmet Colombian beans. The richest, most flavorful in the world. You bet. Gourmet coffee that comes in a can.
Yes, sir, I know my way around a chicken. I've had it broiled, boiled, baked, basted, roasted, and barbecued. Skewered, stewed, grilled, chilled, fried, diced, spiced, and sliced. Heck, I even had it flambéed. But I never had it fajita-peated before.
It's new. It's the chicken fajita pita at Jack in the Box restaurants. Cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and chunks of seasoned grilled chicken in a pita for serious fajita eaters.
They sure know their way around a chicken.
And that's my cue to come back. Did you see Peter Jason in that last commercial, Jack in the Box commercial? Peter Jason, the man with two first names. Yeah, very, very cool actor. He's been in everything. One of my, from Deadwood to fucking Prince of Darkness. I mean, the guy's been in just a shitload of movies. Peter Jason, what a cool dude. It is the morning show. This is Totally Television Tuesday. We finished up our top stories for this morning. We have a handful of other stories this morning that we'll try to get through. And you'll have to let me know, you will have to let me know if we've gone through these stories before. I know we've probably asked, do we do this story or this story or this story? And these stories are the ones that didn't get picked. So what do we have here? I think I have 6 stories here. There's 3, yes, 4, and 5, and 6. Okay, so these 6 stories are Elvis meets Nixon, long distance phone call prices, the UK 3-day work week, and 3 television show premieres. The Greatest American Hero, The A-Team, and WKRP's return for the second season, season 2. So those are the 6 stories. Elvis Meets Nixon, Long Distance Prices, UK 3-Day Workweek, and the television premieres. Have we done any of those? Honestly, I don't think we have. The stories that I've perused, they don't seem familiar. So, with your permission, I'm going to start reading from these 6 stories and see where we get. Right? And see where we get. It's just about the top of the hour, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. All right, let's do that. Let's go ahead and start reading some of these other stories. And what have we got here? There are moments in American history that feel like less like reality and more like the scenes from a movie that never got made. We did miss a bit, but so I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we got through these. And then there's December 21st, 1970, the day that Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, walked into the White House unannounced and asked Richard Nixon for a badge. Not a souvenir, not a photo op, a real badge, a federal narcotics agent at large credential, which, for the record, was not an actual job. Oh, wrong. There we go. This is the one, I believe. The story begins, as many 1970 stories do. Oh, that's the wrong one, too. Hey, there it is. With a restless celebrity on a cross-country flight. Elvis had been up all night, drifting between moods, ideas, and impulses the way only Elvis could. He decided he needed to help America, personally, directly, and immediately. And in his mind, the best way to do that was to become a federal agent. He believed that if he had a badge, he could infiltrate drug circles, gain trust, and save the youth of America from the very culture that he helped inspire. It was a noble thought, wrapped in a layer of pure Presley logic. So he boarded a plane to Washington, carrying a handwritten letter addressed to the President of the United States. The letter was polite, earnest, and just eccentric enough to make the White House staff wonder if they were being pranked. Elvis wrote that he wanted to help the country fight drugs and communism, the two great villains of the era, and that he believed his celebrity status could give him access to no ordinary could achieve. Elvis was a shaman. He was a kook. You really got to watch some Elvis stuff because he is eccentric. He also mentioned casually that he collected law enforcement badges. This was not a small collection. Elvis had badges from police departments across the country, and he wanted the crown jewel, a Federal Bureau of Narcotics and Dangerous Drugs badge. When the letter landed on the desk of Nixon's aides, they saw an opportunity. The administration was struggling with youth culture, and here was Elvis, the original rebel, offering himself as a bridge. A meeting was arranged, and so, on a cold December morning, Elvis Presley walked in through the gates of the White House wearing a purple suit, a massive belt buckle, and enough jewelry to set off every metal detector that didn't exist yet. The meeting itself is the kind of scene that would have been cut from a script for being too unbelievable. Nixon, stiff and formal, sitting behind the irresolute desk. Elvis, charismatic and slightly fidgety, standing in front of him like a man who wasn't entirely sure how he got there, but was committed to the moment. They talked about patriotism. They talked about drugs. They talked about the Beatles. Elvis was not a fan of their influence. Nixon nodded gravely, as if receiving intelligence from a field operative. And then Elvis made his request. He wanted the badge, the real one, the narcotics badge. Nixon hesitated. The badge represented authority, jurisdiction and a level of responsibility that Elvis, for all of his good intentions, was not exactly trained for. But Elvis, he had a way of making people say yes. Maybe it was the sincerity, maybe it was the charisma, maybe it was the fact that when a man in a velvet cape asks for something, you just give it to him, just to keep the universe balanced. So Nixon agreed. The badge was arranged. Elvis was thrilled. He hugged the president, and a moment that startled the Secret Service and probably Nixon himself. It's just like that. The king left the building, badge in hand, mission accomplished. Thank you very much. Looking back, the whole encounter feels like a snapshot of the era, a time when celebrity politics and cultural anxiety collided in a way that were both earnest and absurd. Elvis truly believed he could help. Nixon truly believed the photo might help him. And America, watching from the outside, got one of the strangest, most iconic images from the 20th century, right? Oh my goodness. The king and the president, side by side, each trying to understand the other. In quiet hindsight, you can almost appreciate the purity of it. Two men, both symbols of their time, meeting in a moment that made no sense, and perfect sense all at once. A velvet-clad superstar asking for a badge, a president saying yes, and history standing in the corner taking notes and shaking his head. Yeah, cuckoo. Cuckoo. Badges were, we don't need no stinking badges. We don't need no stinking badges. What movie is that from, huh? Yeah, go on. One of my favorites. One of my favorite movies of all time. Totally. Okay. We have another one here. And we're going to get through a couple of more here before we go to the next break. Where are we on breaks? We've got 4 left. So, there you go. 4 breaks left. We're going to do another story and take another break. Do another story, a couple of stories, take another break. I'd like to have some time at the end of the show just to hang out. Because I don't need no stinky script. Thank you, Miriam. All right, here we go. That's it. Okay. Long distance phone call. I'm just reusing a graphic video that I have for another past. So anyway, there are relics of the 1970s and 80s that feel almost mythological to anyone who didn't live through them, right? Totally. Rotary phones, busy... Hello? 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 Oh, shut up. Where was I? Rotary phones, busy signals, ashtrays in every public building. Yeah, that's the past. But nothing captures the strange economics of the era quite like the cost of a long-distance phone call. Oh my goodness. It's hard to explain to younger generations that there was a time when calling someone in another state wasn't just a decision. It was a financial commitment, a budget line, a negotiation with fate and the phone company. Picture it. You're standing in your kitchen, the avocado green phone mounted on the wall, the cord stretched to its absolute limit because privacy required acrobatics. You dial the number slowly because of rotary phones. There you go. Because rotary phones are punished impatience. Totally. And then you wait for the click and the hum and the faint sense that somewhere deep in the bowels of the Bell system, a team of engineers is manually connecting your call with copper wires and hope. And then the meter starts running. Let me out here. 25 cents a minute. 25 cents a minute. Sometimes more. Sometimes much more. A casual conversation could cost you the price of lunch. A heartfelt one could cost you a week's allowance. And if you were calling a long distance during peak hours, well, you might as well take out a small loan. I remember this. This was fucking crazy. We didn't have a phone, but I remember people saying, is it local? Families developed strategies. Long distance wasn't something you did lightly. It was something you planned. You gathered around a phone like it was a campfire. You rehearsed your lines. You kept a kitchen timer nearby. You spoke quickly, efficiently, like a hostage negotiator trying to keep costs down. Hi, how are you? We're fine. The dog is fine. School is fine. Grandma's fine. Okay, we love you. Bye. Click. That was $1.75 worth of conversation right there. And heaven help you if you were a teenager in love. Oh my goodness. Young long-distance romance in the 1970s was wasn't defined by text or late-night FaceTime. It was defined by the sound of a parent shouting from the other room, "Wrap it up! That call's costing a fortune!" Nothing kills the mood like looming threat of a phone bill. But the real magic, the part that feels almost quaint now, was the emotional weight of those calls, because they were expensive, they mattered. You didn't call someone unless you truly wanted to hear their voice. You didn't waste minutes. You didn't ramble. Every second had value, and that gave conversation a kind of intensity modern communication rarely achieves. And then there were the tricks, the hacks, the loopholes, calling collect, and hoping the person on the other line refused the charges but still got the message. Will you accept the charge from pick me up at the mall? Will you accept charges from pick me up at the mall? That's good. Families developed entire communication systems based on exploiting the billing structure. It was espionage, suburban style. Let me pause here. Have you ever seen the movie The Guns of Navarone? Yes, I have. That's the one where they're up on the hill fighting in like Greece or somewhere. Oh, or maybe not. Phone companies, of course, were the quiet titans of the era. They controlled everything, the lines, the rates, the equipment. They were the gatekeepers of connection, and they charged accordingly. Long distance wasn't just a service. It was a revenue stream so powerful it practically glowed. But then came the 1980s. Deregulation, competition, new carriers, new technologies. Suddenly, the monopoly cracked. Prices dropped. Calling cards appeared. Commercials promised 10 cents a minute, 5 cents a minute, and sometimes even less. The phone companies fought for customers like they were selling luxury cars. And slowly, the idea of long distance as a financial hazard faded into memory. Looking back, the whole era feels like a strange blend of inconvenience and charm. Yes, the prices were absurd. Yes, the system was outdated. Yes, the phone companies were practically printing money. But there was something undeniably human about it. Something warm. Something that made connection feel precious. Because when a conversation costs you a quarter a minute, you choose your words carefully. You listen more closely. You savor the sound of someone's voice. You don't multitask. You don't scroll. You don't drift. You're present. And looking back, you can almost hear it. The soft click of the rotary dial, the hum of the line, the distant echo of the voice you cared enough to pay to hear. A reminder that once upon a time, communication wasn't instant, wasn't free, it wasn't disposable. It was deliberate. It was meaningful. It was worth the cost. Totally. Yes, it used to mean something to make a phone call. Now it's just like, send a text. You know? The Guns of Navarone. The Guns of the Navarone, yeah, man. Let's see. Totally. Let's talk a little bit about the United Kingdom real quick here. And they tried something weird. There are moments in history when an entire nation seems to collectively shrug, look at a situation around them and say, well, This is what we're doing now. And a few examples capture that spirit, better than the United Kingdom in the winter of 1974, when the government announced that due to an energy crisis of almost operatic proportions, the country would be switching to a 3-day work week. Not a suggestion. Not a quirky experiment. As a national policy. No shit. To understand how surreal this was, you have to picture the mood of Britain at the time. The early 70s were already a little frayed around the edges. Inflation was rising, industries struggling, and the coal miners, who powered much of the country, locked in a bitter standoff with the government. Coal wasn't just a resource. It was the backbone of the national grid. Ah, yes, I have seen that movie then, yes. And the miners slowed production. The lights dim, literally. The government, led by Prime Minister Edward Heath, found himself staring at a problem that couldn't be solved with speeches or optimism. The country was running out of power. Factories, offices, and shops were chewing through electricity faster than the grid could supply it. Something had to give. And so, in a move that felt equal parts desperate and strangely British, the government announced that commercial electricity would be used limited to 3 consecutive days per week. That's it. That's all. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Imagine being a business owner and hearing that you may operate Monday through Wednesday. Well, that's it. After that, good luck. It was the kind of policy that sounded like it had been drafted at 3 a.m. by a committee running out of tea in panic. The effects were immediate and bizarre. Television broadcasts were forced to shut down at 10:30 p.m. to conserve power, which meant the nation went to bed early. Not because they wanted to, but because the BBC simply turned off. Factories staggered their schedules. Some running Sunday through Tuesday, others Wednesday through Friday, creating a national rhythm that felt like a country trying to dance to a song that they didn't quite know. Shops operated by candlelight. Offices grew cold as heating systems sputtered. And in homes across Britain, people huddled around fireplaces, wrapped in blankets, listened to battery-powered radios like it was wartime again. There's a certain stoic humor in the British response, a kind of collective, well, this is inconvenient, isn't it? But underneath, it was a genuine sense of uncertainty. I love that movie. It was a good movie. A modern industrial nation wasn't supposed to run out of electricity. That was something that happened in history books, not in an era of glam rock and color television. I mean, come on. No juice? Oh my God. And yet, there was something strangely unifying about it. The country slowed down. People talked to each other more. Families gathered in the dim glow of lanterns. Neighbors checked in on one another. It wasn't romantic. No one was thrilled about it, but it was human. A reminder that in the middle of an energy crisis, life goes on, just at a lower wattage. Of course, the political fallout was enormous. The 3-day week became a symbol of a national struggle, a shortage for everything that felt a shorthand for everything that felt unstable and uncertain. It contributed to the fall of Heath's government and ushered in a new era of political realignment. But in the moment, for the average person, it was simply life, strange, inconvenient, and oddly memorable. Looking back, the whole episode feels like a snapshot of a decade that specialized in unexpected. The 70s were a time when the world was renegotiating what modern meant. And sometimes that meant lighting candles in the living room because the power had been shut off by the order of the government. It was a reminder that progress isn't always a straight line. Sometimes it loops and stumbles and takes a 3-day break. Right? So looking back, you can almost hear it. A cold British evening, the television gone dark, the kettle warming on a gas stove, and a nation settling into an enforced stillness. A strange moment, a difficult moment, but one that left behind a kind of collective memory. The time the lights went out, and the country carried on anyway. What are you going to do about it, huh? We had no graphics for that one. So there you go. So let's do a commercial break. How's that? And we are on commercial break number 4. So I will be back in a flash. So don't go away, huh? Because the boys, yeah.
Hey, Kay! Mom said I shouldn't let anyone eat it. It's not frosted. But it's good like this. And if we tie you up, Mom can't blame me.
Duncan Hines Deluxe 2. Our remarkably moist batter makes our cake so moist, even unfrosted, the taste comes alive.
Great. Delicious. Johnny, my cake. But, Ma, they tied me up.
Duncan Hines Deluxe 2. So moist, so delicious, they might not wait till it's frosted.
It's so easy to own Tercel.
1988 Toyota Tercel EZ. Only $59.48. The price will take you right back to the 50s.
Who could ask for anything more? Toyota. I got a feeling for my hometown. I know the streets, I know my way around.
At Century 21, we've never forgotten how we started out. And even though today we bring more buyers and sellers together than any other real estate system, even though we've become the #1 home selling system in America, we still do it one home at a time.
I got a feeling for my hometown.
Century 21, the hometown advantage.
Burger King introduces the Bullseye Barbecue Burger. 2 plain broiled burgers with cheese and bacon topped with a Western-style barbecue sauce. The Bullseye Barbecue Burger. Get it while you can at Burger King, the best food for fast times.
To celebrate the end of daylight savings, Philips is having a light bulb sell-a-thon. No one else has ever done this before. Right now, participating stores have Philips longer life bulbs at big savings. Value, savings, convenience.
So remember, it's almost time to change your clock back. Uh-oh.
And it's time to change your bulb during Philips Daylight Savings Savings. Ow! Woo! What a party!
Tuesday, an agent is Torello's nightmare.
This lunatic killed 6 girls?
He's being protected by the feds.
And it's our job to stop him.
But who wields the power behind it all? Crime Story, Tuesday.
I'm Sean Penn. You people have a very distorted impression of me. Join me when I host Saturday Night Live with LL Cool J in the pool. Let's be friends.
She tried to ignore the strange happenings around her new house and the bizarre neighbors. But when her husband got weird...
You've changed. It's me. It's Jerry.
She had to look into it. And now, she may have gone too far. Pamela Sue Martin.
We have to get off the island right away.
Bay Coven, Sunday.
Other stores play the sale game. Prices are up, then marked down. Then they go back up. But Hills refuses to play the sale game by keeping prices low every day. Low prices on our entire selection of toys. One of the biggest selections of toys you'll find anywhere. And Hills prices compete with other stores' sale prices.
Hills is where the toys are.
One of the best things about a Revco sale is that I save on the items I really need.
That's right. And check out Revco's great prices in this week's sales circular.
Revco has the full line of Neutrogena skin and hair care products. Get Neutrogena's transparent cleansing bar, original, unscented, oily or dry skin formula, $139. Shampoo or conditioner, $339. Neutrogena products are clinically tested and hypoallergenic and available now at Revco.
Thanks, Revco.
Revco's sale runs all this week. You can't afford to miss it.
Am I back? I think I'm back. I'm pretty sure I'm back. Am I back? No, you're a front fool. So here I am. We are going to wrap up these stories this morning here, and we are going to... yeah, there I am. Yeah, I guess I'm back. My monitor says, "Hey, dummy, you're back." Good morning, William. And again, good morning, Cassie. I didn't notice your arrival either because I was reading, and I kept reading your comments, but I was only reading the comments. My eyes weren't focusing on who it was from. Do you ever do that? So, hey, what's up? We've got 3 television shows. 3 television shows we want to talk about this morning. And what do we have first? We have on the 19th day of January, 1981, we had the ABC has introduced a new 1-hour-long adventure series that blends comic misadventure with the classic trappings of the superhero genre. The program is titled The Greatest American Hero, and its premiere tonight marks the arrival of a decidedly unconventional crime fighter, one who spends as much time tumbling through the air as he does saving the day. I love this show. The story centers around Ralph Hinckley, a name changed for a period of time after the attempted assassination of Reagan, right? A mild-mannered high school teacher whose life takes an extraordinary turn when he encounters a group of extraterrestrial visitors during a desert field trip. If you haven't seen this show before, check it out. These visitors present him with a bright red suit that grants remarkable abilities, flight, strength, and a range of powers usually reserved for the pages of comic books. There is, however, one significant complication. Ralph promptly loses the instruction manual, leaving himself to discover the suit's capabilities through trial and error, and no shortage of awkward landings. Totally. Joining him in this unlikely mission is FBI agent Bill Maxwell, a gruff old school investigator who sees the suit as a powerful tool for tackling cases that have eluded conventional methods. The dynamic between the two forms the heart of the series. Ralph, earnest and overwhelmed, trying to live up to the responsibility thrust upon him, and Maxwell, impatient and hard-driving, pushing him into situations that test both his courage and the control of the suit. Their partnership, equal parts friction and camaraderie, gives the show a tone that is that sets it apart from the more traditional action programs. And that night's premiere introduces viewers to the show's blend of humor, adventure, and character-driven storytelling. Rather than presenting a flawless hero, the series leans into the idea of an ordinary man grappling with extraordinary power. Scenes of Ralph attempting to master flight, often with unpredictable results, give the program a lighthearted charm, while underlying crime-fighting plots provide structure and momentum. I wish this show had some fucking momentum. Industry observers note that The Greatest American Hero arrives at a moment when television audiences are showing renewed interest in fantasy and adventure programming. With the success of science fiction films and the enduring popularity of comic book heroes, networks are exploring new ways to bring larger-than-life stories to the small screen. Totally. Nice graphics. The series, with its mixture of grounded characters and outlandish circumstances, appears poised to tap into the growing appetite, right? Early reaction from viewers has been positive, with many praising the show's playful spirit and the chemistry between the leads. The theme song introduced in today's broadcast has already drawn attention for its melodic, radio-friendly sound, a tune that may well find its way onto the airwaves in the weeks ahead. Oh, sure, I would think so. Believe it or not, I'm walking on it. Shut up. As the new television season continues, The Greatest American Hero enters the lineup with a fresh approach to the superhero idea, offering audiences a weekly adventure that balances humor with heart. Whether Ralph Hinckley, played by William Catt, ultimately learns the master of the suit remains to be seen, but tonight's premiere suggests that his journey, stumbles, and all may become one of the most memorable offerings of the year. And this was supposed to have been delivered on air back in January, but we just never got around to it, right? We just never get around to it. More stories, or you just want to rap? I got WKRP and A-Team. So let's converse. Let's rap. Rap, rap, rap. They call him the rapper. Rapper. Totally. And let's see, I've got 2 more commercial breaks. Do I? Gosh. I don't know. I don't know if I crossed off this commercial break the last time around. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, your guess is as good as... I guess we'll find out once we get there if it's the right... In fact, I'm going to shoot to it real quick. Hold on. I don't think we saw that one yet. I know as soon as we get... Did we see the one with the house opening? As soon as we get to that commercial break, we'll know if we've seen it or not. Damn you dirty apes. I'm telling you, man. Those fucking apes, man. They're just, they're just ape shit. Totally. The A-Team. WKRP. Commercials. Let's go to a commercial break. Yeah, it's a fun show. I've watched a lot of A-Team recently myself because it's always streaming. Everything you turn on, there's always something streaming from the past. So yeah, there's that. My goodness. I get a little bit lost if I don't mark things down. Did we go through our second commercial break with Keith Coogan? I don't think so. So I think we're going to do a commercial break here with Keith Coogan again. So I will be back in a flash, people. I got to take a hit.
You sure do like Happy cereal. And this video arcade game I won. The real thing?
You too could win a
Super Nexon!
or Star Trek
Wow.
or Pengo.
Wow.
Video arcade game. The Magic Motion poster and screen that tell you if you've won are in specially marked boxes of Havesies. For a free poster and screen, write Havesies, Box 7922, Chicago, Illinois 60680. Chance to win is 1 in 13,000, and Havesies makes it fun to...
I don't know where to start telling you about Mazda trucks. They've been rated first in customer satisfaction 2 years in a row. They've got the best warranty in the truck business. It covers you bumper to bumper. This sporty new SE5 comes with everything you're looking at, and it's still priced close to Toyota and Nissan's base trucks. So I don't know where you start. I guess it doesn't make any difference. You'll wind up here.
This is the Mazda way.
Leave me alone. Jury tampering is a felony.
Well, you haven't tampered with me. Yet.
A defense attorney, a juror, brought together by a murder.
If he did it, I'm gonna vote guilty. But if he's innocent, I don't want that on my conscience.
By a mystery.
Something was in there, and Elizabeth Quinn found it.
What's the connection?
By a suspect.
Did you kill Elizabeth Rose Quinn?
Cher, Dennis Quaid. Suspect, rated R. Now playing at a theater near you.
Yesterday's copper-top battery would need more than a wing and a prayer to keep up with today's Duracell battery. Because today's is so much better, it'll last up to 30% longer than the one we made just 3 years ago. Which means that yesterday's battery now falls a bit short. Today's Duracell lasts 30% longer.
When the sun goes down, gonna light up the night. Silver label, red ribbon, a taste that's right. Gonna light up the night. Michelob Light. Gonna light up the night. Wait for it. Light up the night. Wait for it. Light up the night. My Michelob Light. I'm gonna light up the night.
The Acura Legend sedan offers such amenities as leather-trimmed interior, sophisticated stereo system, and ergonomically designed controls. Is it any wonder people enjoy sitting in it? And with its 24-valve 2.7-liter V6, is it any wonder they enjoy standing on it? The Legend sedan, precision-crafted performance from Acura.
There's a product on the market that the people at Dannon think you should know about, and it's not from Dannon. It's a snack-sized 6-pack of yogurt, a great size for kids. But what you may not think is so great is what's inside them. Things like modified food starch and artificial color. We're telling you about this, frankly, because we also have a snack-sized product for kids. Pure, natural Dannon mini packs. Because when it comes to your kids, we think you deserve a real alternative.
Dannon is yogurt.
John Cryer's running for his life. Now he's about to find the perfect place to hide. High school.
All right!
John Cryer is hiding out. Rated PG-13. Special sneak preview Friday, October 30th.
I may not be coming back.
Johnny's on the run when he's accused of murder.
He's a stand-up kid, Charlie.
But will his lover destroy him first?
I'll pass you the torch.
Private Eye, next.
And with that, we are back. And with that, I guess we're going to talk about the A-Team. Yeah. I've been reading the comments here and watching the commercials and trying to stay abreast of the situation here. I look at the music and the little monologue at the oh, you like the music and the monologue in the beginning? Yeah, totally. Sent to federal prison for a crime they did not commit. The A-Team. Yeah, they're tough dudes, man. All right, let's do A-Team. Let's do it. Let's do A-Team. Crap. Okay, good morning. I'm back. Did you hear me through all of that? I am back. I seem to notice my my screen keeps freezing up. Is that happening to you? Are you guys losing me out there? Anywho, no, really, I am back. White Buffalo, those glasses on yeah, totally. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like I am officially back now. Bronson, that's it. And let's talk about the A-Team. Let's see here. Let's see if I can pull up an A-Team graphic. Here it is. Okay, on the 23rd, evening of January 1983, NBC has unveiled a new action-adventure program, which wastes no time announcing its intentions. The series is entitled The A-Team, and its premiere tonight introduces viewers to a quartet of former Army commandos who now operate outside official channels, taking on missions that blend danger, humor, and a healthy disregard for the rules. The premise is laid out with a brisk efficiency. During the Vietnam conflict, an elite special forces unit was accused of a crime they did not commit. After escaping from military custody, the men vanished into Los Angeles underground, offering their services to those who cannot fight for themselves. Each week, the A-Team, the team uses its military training, improvisational skill, and sheer audacity to outwit adventurers and adversaries who underestimate them at their peril. You would have been 3. There you go. At the center of the group is Colonel John Hannibal Smith. All right? You guys give me their names, the actor names. John Hannibal Smith, a cigar-clenching, straight-faced, strategist, my eyes, whose calm confidence anchors the team's operations, his fondness for elaborate plans, and his satisfaction when they succeed, gives the show one of its signature notes. Besides him is Lieutenant Templeton Face Peck, the smooth-talking character whose ability to acquire vehicles, equipment, and information keeps the team supplied. Sergeant Bosco B.A. Baracus provides the muscle, a glowing presence with a fierce loyalty to his comrades, and a legendary aversion to air travel. Completing the quartet is Captain H.M. Howling Mad Murdoch, a gifted pilot whose unpredictable behavior adds both comedy and chaos to the proceedings. The premiere wastes little time establishing the show's tone, fast-paced action sequences, broad humor, and a spirit of camaraderie that recalls the adventure serials of earlier decades. The team's missions unfold with a mixture of fistfights, car chases, and improvised machinery, often assembled from whatever tools happen to be lying around. The result is a program that embraces spectacle with taking itself too seriously, offering viewers an hour of escapist entertainment and a moment when television audiences are eager for light-hearted audience adventure. First baseman in Minnesota. Huh. That happens in those episodes where the characters do this and they're like, you better do this. We'll take the series, but this has got to change, this has got to change, you got to change. Change the guy. No, he'll work, he'll change. Totally. Okay. Industry analysis note that the A-Team arrives during a period of renewed interest in action programming, with audiences, of course, you give them you just give them what you got and they eat it up, right? Audiences responding strongly to shows that combine humor with high-energy storytelling. NBC is positioning this new series as a cornerstone of its mid-season lineup. Early reaction from viewers has been enthusiastic, with many praising the show's lively pace and distinct personalities of its 4 leads. The premiere also benefits from the timing of its broadcast, airing immediately after the Super Bowl. The program was given a national showcase that few new series receive. NBC executives are hopeful that the exposure will translate into strong ratings in the weeks ahead, particularly among younger viewers drawn to the show's blend of adventure and irreverence. As the 1983 television season continues, the A-Team enters the field with a clear identity and a confident stride. Whether the team's missions will continue to capture the public's imagination remains to be seen. But tonight's debut suggests that this band of renegade soldiers may become one of the year's most talked about additions to primetime schedule. All right, the A-Team. Hey, they got to meet the A-Team. Totally? Yeah, totally. And am I going to mark this thing off now? I better mark it off, because if I don't, I won't know where the hell I'm at. All right. So I am going to take a leak and a break, and when I come back, we're going to finish up this show. All right. So don't go away, because if you do, I have to come get you. Can you hear me? Hello? All right, I'm back. Back in a flash. Oh, jeez. Turn the damn thing off already.
You know your own husband's name, don't you?
There's no Richard Martin here.
You know everything about him,
Another woman had your child.
don't you? No! But what if one terrible day
Michael is dead.
you learned it was all a lie and the truth could kill you? James Brolin leads an all-star cast into deep, dark secrets Monday.
Good evening, I'm John Carlin. Here are the stories we're working on for the news tonight. More UFO sightings in Wythe County tonight. We'll have details and perhaps an explanation. More bad news for the Tech Athletic Department. Reports out today that college officials were given special incentives to help athletes out. In sports, we'll have a wrap on all of the area high school football, and Stan has a beautiful weekend weather forecast for us. Join us for all the news tonight at 11.
Thanks, Alex. Oops.
Veal Parmesan?
It's one of Alex's recipes of the week.
Oh, it sounds delicious.
All of Alex's recipes are delicious. There's one each week, free.
Oh?
Steak Diane, shrimp scampi.
Really?
I'm making this one tonight.
Oh, for your husband?
No.
Boyfriend?
No, just me.
Thanks, Alex.
Alex's recipe of the week, because a little help can make a difference.
Watch. They'll say it happened because I was drinking. Sure, I was drinking. But I was also eating. That third double martini was starting to get to me. It's a good thing the waiter brought food. Nothing like a good wine with dinner. With a big meal, it's harmless as water. They'll probably want to give me a blood alcohol test. I don't care. But I'd sure hate to take the test if I hadn't eaten all I did. A meal like I just had really soaks up the alcohol. Like a sponge. Oh boy, I kind of overdid it tonight with all that eating and drinking. But everybody knows that you can drink all you want, as long as you eat enough. Sure, Mac. Sure.
Still short. Joyce, I'm so embarrassed. Could you lend me $2?
What are friends for?
It's not even food. It's all these cleaners.
Why buy all these?
All you need is Direct multi-purpose cleaner. It's new. Direct cleans and disinfects your whole house, top to bottom. Use it straight. No bucket, no rinsing. One cleaner saves a lot of hassle.
New Lysol Direct, the one cleaner that cleans everything.
Oh, no, your father's favorite shirt.
He polished his shoes with it. He polished his shoes with it.
Relax. That shirt was already washed in new Dynamo 2. So new we call it the Stain Stopper. We wash 2 synthetic shirts, wipe them with shoe polish, then wash them again. Dynamo 2 stopped that smear from becoming a stain. The leading detergent didn't.
He polished his shoes with it.
Keep your whole wash cleaner with new Dynamo 2, the Stain Stopper.
Dear Certs, Barney said the new dispatcher's name was Sam. I found out later it was Samantha.
Only Certs has fresh flavor and retsin to keep your breath face-to-face fresh. Certs and sugar-free Certs.
Skinny sticklets that with flavor. See how skinny, taste how fat.
New Sticklets gum gives you 9 slim sticks instead of 7 wide ones in a regular pack.
See how skinny, taste how fat.
Time's running out to play McDonald's NFL Kickoff Payoff.
Oh, no! But it just got started! I just got started!
Less than 2 weeks left to collect your favorite NFL player trading cards.
It's not enough time! It's not enough time!
Less than 2 weeks left to play and win great McDonald's food prizes.
So let's get going, guys! Come on!
So hurry in to redeem last week's cards and collect more.
McDonald's! Wait for me!
And we are back, and it looks like over the commercial break we gained and lost a Joey. He showed up and said hello, and then went to bed. So if you're still there, love you, Joey. Thanks for stopping by. Miss you. You know, I'm not a phone guy. I'm just not. But I love you. So take care. Have a good night's sleep or good day's sleep or whatever you call it. I am done with reading for this morning, so we're just going to kind of hang out and rap, because I'm the rapper. And we got through all the stories except for one, so that was pretty good. That was pretty good morning there. And I am going to leave that one story away from everything else. It's all on its own now, and that does it. Pretty much wraps up the news version of this morning show. And now we're just kind of in the hanging out portion of the show. And can I change cameras without... I can. And look at that. Look at that, me and my Snoopies. That's pretty cool. It's the curtain behind me that allows me to... the comfort to switch cameras like this and go back and forth. So that, you know, it looks cool. So, there we go. There it is. There we go. So, it is February 10th. It's Tuesday. Totally Television Tuesday. I am still kind of a space cadet. I mean, I get through these stories and stuff, and I'm kind of present. I am. But I'm really kind of awkwardly not here at the same time. Yeah, last night university, this morning university, and then tomorrow night university, and then the next morning university. So it's back and forth, off and on, off on, off on. So this morning I will be wrapping things up here and getting ready to head off again this morning back down into the desert to the university and doing that thing. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Take the guitar or take the dog. Take the guitar or take the... I can't do both. So the other dogs get jealous when only one dog leaves. So... And I hate to take our dogs out into the world because it's a dangerous place. And I really hate, even if they're in the car, if something happens to us in the car, you know, knock on wood, we're humans. We asked for it. But the whole dog thing in a car, the dog thing, you know, it's scary. It's scary. So I'll probably opt out of the whole dog thing, and then maybe talk the girls into doing a twice-a-week thing down to the park and take all of the dogs and run them around the ball field for 10 or 20 minutes or something, and try to get them active, right? If I could train them to walk on the treadmill, I would. That would be great. Well, I'm kind of bummed that I had to go take a leak and Mr. Joey's hanging out. It's a doggy dog world. Yeah, doggy eat dog world, or doggy dog. I like the doggy dog better. I like a dog world. I'm a dog guy. I'm a doggy. I'm a dogger. I do dogs. Dogs. Everywhere we go, my daughter and I are like, oh, there's a dog. There's a dog. There's a dog. It's a doggy dog world. It is. But I really hate to take them out into the world because it's a dangerous place. And they're little dogs, you know. So I'll probably just take my guitar with me. And then try to get the girls to plan some kind of Snoop Doggy Dog. Seen him in concert. Try to plan some kind of park outing a couple of days a week where they can just get out and run off some of that fat. Because, man, they're fat. They are so fat. My one dog, his fatness is starting to labor his breathing a little bit. He does that at night now because he's laying down and he's fat. So we need to try to thin him out a little bit. I hope that's it. I don't like to get into doggy cough stuff because that's a bummer. I'm here. I'm weird. Get used to it. I think, therefore I think the main reason I've been planning a lot of stuff to read lately is because I've got too much to say about what's going on out in the world now. And I can't comment on what's going on in the world now. It makes me too angry and frustrated. So I'm trying to use the past to help bring some sense to what's going on. And yes, I did smoke a lot of weed at the Snoop Dogg concert. I did indeed. I rolled, I think I rolled 4 big, fat, orange zigzag paper bomber joints. They were fat. They were like as fat around as my pinky. I think I used like a whole quarter of weed on just these 4 fat joints. And I took a friend with me who doesn't smoke. And I won't name his name because he decided, hey, fuck it, it's Snoop Dogg, I'm smoking. And he did. He had a few hits off of this shit. So that was cool. And a guy in front of us lit up, he kept lighting up blunts. And he kept passing them. And he just kept passing them back. And I'm like, well, fuck it. So I passed him my doobie. And we were swapping doobies back and forth. And so I went to the guy next to me and tried to pass it to him. And he looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, chill out, brother, it's cool. I think I went to school with that guy. Yeah, we passed him around, man. Hepatitis for everyone, man. No, it was cool. It was a good show. Warren G was there and a few other celebrating one of the other rappers from their posse who had passed away recently. So yeah, it was pretty cool. They had 4 stripper poles on the stage, a picnic bench, and a DJ booth built up kind of high in the back. COVID for all, yeah, it was pre-COVID. So we were cool. It was more like the flu or hepatitis or whatever, the scabies or whatever, herpes simplex 47. But the stage was cool. It was set up, it was very barren. You know, a black curtain, the DJ, the park bench, like the wooden park bench, right? Like with the picnic bench, park bench, and 4 stripper poles. And there were girls on the poles as well as girls in the area shaking their money makers. It was very interesting. Was that before the dreaded 19. What day? No, 19. What, 2019? Is that when it happened? I don't fucking remember. This was back in 2016, maybe. I don't recall. I just don't. I got the ticket here behind me, but I don't want to lift up my curtain to get back to it. I'm sure I've talked about this before, so drop it like it's hot. No, because it might break. You can't drop it, it'll break. So anyway, tomorrow is Old Time Radio Wednesday, and I'm gonna once again, I'm gonna go back and do things the old way, the old school way. I haven't set up, I've picked out a bunch of stuff. I have a file for that morning. I haven't arranged anything. I haven't connected anything together. I haven't made little audio bursts of I just this. And I'm just going to pick and choose at random throughout the 2 hours. And I have the punk band, their first debut demo, because I've got 3 of their demos and one of their live recordings. So a little hint, they are not from Los Angeles. They are a punk band out of, take this, Philly. They're from Philly. They're from Philadelphia. They're a punk rock band from Philadelphia. So they're like hardcore city punk guys. And that's all I'm going to tell you until tomorrow morning. And then we will discover who these guys are. And it's going to be fun. It is true 1980s punk. This stuff is from 1985, I believe is what I have. And it's fucking awesome. So yeah, I've heard it. I've enjoyed it. And I've decided that they are the next demo drawer. Extract E. Totally, baby. And then Thursday. I don't think I've even put together a show for Thursday yet. So I imagine that at some point today, when I get home from going down, I'm going to have to do a Thursday show. Let's just write here, Thursday show. Hello. New Thursday show. I don't know what's going on yet. I haven't put together any commercial breaks. I haven't chosen a topic, a consumer product or something that we're going to discuss. I just haven't. I ain't gotten there yet. Yeah. So I don't know. We're just gonna have to figure it out in the next 2 days, because I got today and tomorrow, and then Thursday's here, and then where's my show? I don't friggin' know. Do you know? I don't know. Anybody see my show? No? Anybody? It's really difficult for me to have something to talk about, because I'm so frustrated with the world right now. And all I can do is just look into the past. I cannot look into today, because it just scares me. Pisses me off. Makes me sad. I mean, it really makes me long for the day of those bygone days when, the energy crisis and a bunch of loose penguins, that was the shit. The Rona. Who the hell is the Rona? Isn't that the lady that was on Mary Tyler Moore and then she got her own show? Right, that's Rona, man. Totally. You dumbass, that ain't no Rona. Yeah, I don't know, I'm hurting. I try to play my guitar and I just get like, what's the point? You know, what's the point? William, if you're still there, send me, I'm doing Polaroids for the Wednesday show where when you're in the comments, I put your Polaroid up on the window. So send me something, an image, a likeness, a drawing, something you want to use as you, and I will doctor it up, put it on a Polaroid, and stick it in the window next to Cassie and Joey. And whoever else will send me some kind of likeness. You know? And I'm totally like free and easy with my phone number and stuff, because, you know, I just like to communicate. I'm not great at it, but I do it. And tomorrow we are just going to be playing music. That's it. No bullshit, no weird. I might bring in some weird stories. Did I do some? I might have done some weird stories. I will check it out this afternoon when I get home. And I need an X-1 for the opening, the pre-show. And I am going to need to check my images. And what else? Oh, weird news. Weird news. Muse. Right, weird news. And that's it. And then we're going to be talking about my Sharona. And then we're going to be talking about that punk band. I like it to keep you in suspense. I'm going to make you wait for it, you know. Oh, so there you go. That's what's going on here at EBS Network. I don't want to drive anymore. I love making sure that my daughter gets back and forth to school every day. And I'll be so thankful when this is over, because I don't want to drive anymore. I used to love driving. I'm going long, people. Go long. I used to love to drive, and now I'm just over it. I'm just so over it. I have completely relinquished my faith in humanity when I get behind the wheel. And I'm becoming one of them, and that's what pisses me off the most, is that I'm becoming an asshole driver, and I don't want to be that. I see it every day, changing a little bit here, a little bit there. Mission to Burma, great punk band from Boston. Mission to Burma. Are you Googling stuff again? Cut it out. Use your mind. I know you're not. Not Googling or using your mind. Yeah, I'm just, I'm really bummed. I'm really, really bummed. I really want to help the world somehow. You know, I want to do something. I thought, silly me, I thought that by doing a show and just telling the world that if we can look back and see, you know, the good, we could try to bring some of that good into the present. And I'm starting to feel like my message is just kind of falling on deaf ears. Like people are just more into scrolling and flash, right? And social media lies, right? Because that's all I see out there. There's a reason for the past, you know. It's not just, oh, that was yesterday. Let's like move forward. I just don't know. Everything I see takes me to the past, you know. And when it's that stuff here in the present that's just, it's hard to get back there. It's hard to get back to the past when the now is so, I can't even put words to it. There's just no way for me to describe how I feel about what's going on in the world. You try to talk, you try to let people know that you care, and you just get laughed at and mocked, right? Or how dare you tell me that I can't be an asshole and hate people and be a bigot and a racist? How dare you? That's my right. That's my right to be an asshole and say fuck you. What really bugs me is people who do this in photographs. A photograph is like a frozen moment in time, you know, and all of these photographs where people, every photograph they're in, they just do that. And it's like, you know, let's, instead of telling people fuck you, why not tell people peace, love, something, you know? It just bugs me. You know, random hate, right? That's not what it means. No, I don't. No, I'm just, you know, fucking around. Bullshit. You know, fuck the world. That's what you're saying. Subconsciously or not, you're saying fuck the world. Most people don't give a fuck about anything but themselves. Yeah, you got it. It used to be like the me generation. Now it's my generation and fuck everything else. And including fuck you. If you don't like it, fuck you twice. You know? There's so much random hate and stupidity and violence and bigotry and and then you get behind the wheel and the people just double down on how big of an asshole they can be. And the main reason why I wind up driving like an asshole is to get away from the assholes. I'm like, oh my God, I'm surrounded by fucking idiots who are all fucking, and then I just have to fucking punch it and get out of there. And there I'm an idiot. Now I've turned into one of them. The no, me first attitude. Yep, there you go. Me first, rawr. I'm telling you. It's like people will knock over old ladies and steal stuff from the hands of babies and kick dogs, and it's okay because you're getting a cool video out of it, right? Or you're going to make a great meme, you know? Or they just don't give a fuck. Look at me kicking this bum, you know? I'm gonna give him $1 and then piss on him, you know? That's the mentality of society these days, you know? Bum fights on TV, you know? An entire country tuned into Netflix hoping that this guy's going to fall off a building, right? A piece of the road for Christmas, right? Ugh. What the hell is going on in the world? What the hell? I don't know. Eventually, when I turn all of this off, and hit my closing credits, I'll probably put on another commercial block at the end, after the commercial credits. The end credits are gone. When I see those a-holes on the road, I will see if they must have gotten a piece of the road for Christmas. Yeah, they must have. I mean, I'm like very defensive on the road. And I feel like I'm just one of them now. I feel like I'm another asshole on the road. I used to feel like the best driver in the world. Like, you know, nobody could drive any better than me. And now I just feel like I'm another asshole. Get out of my way, I'm an asshole coming. And I hate that. My fingers are not working. Yeah, my mouth doesn't work. Or my eyes, or my brain. But yet, I do a morning show. What the hell is his problem? I don't know. I'm going to turn on my heater because I just all of a sudden got cold. Yeah, I go right to the fast lane. I go right to the fast lane. I get on the freeway, I go to the fast lane, I stay there until it's about time to get off, and then I start drifting back over. We've got too many trucks on the freeway that we have, too many rigs. So the right two lanes, the slow lanes, are rigs. The left two lanes are for fast and faster, and idiots from the slow lanes coming over and saying, hey, I want to go slow over here. Maybe it's my claustrophobia, but I don't ride the middle lane ever unless it's just to pass. Yeah, I stay off to one side. I try not to get where there's trucks and cars on either side of me. When I start getting surrounded, that's when I punch it and I get out of there and I go a mile up the road, and then I ease back down to normal freeway speed. No carpool lane for you. They don't have carpool lanes on the stretch that we drive. Semis are still allowed on the fast lanes here. You know what? We have a 4-lane highway that we travel on, a freeway, and they'll eat up those 3 lanes over there. You know, slow guy, slow truck wants to pass a slower truck, and then a big truck comes along that wants to pass those 2. So yeah, but we still have our fast lane. Semis are still allowed. You know what? I don't. The country's got to move, right? Transportation of goods and stuff has to happen. But there's so many idiots on the road, and there's so many goods and services being moved around in this country. People need to start making their own shit, buying their own or growing their own shit, you know. We really need to take this country back to its roots, right? Sure, all of this technology and ease of purchase, it's great to get anything at any time, but we also need to grow more food, make more products at home, right? And I'm not talking take the ease off of the country's infrastructure. I'm talking about take the you know, the shit off of our shoulders. You know, the price of stuff anymore. Oh, I wish I had a couple of acres that I could grow some fucking food and, you know, try to supplement some of the stuff that's really expensive, you know. Exactly. You go to the store for stuff that you can't do at home, right? coffee, sugar, milk. You know, I'd love to have one of those miniature dairy cows. 5 acres of grass and a mini dairy cow. Right? You're going to get a quart to a gallon a day, right? Some chickens for some eggs. A little garden for fruits and vegetables and herbs and spices and stuff. Start jarring and canning stuff more, drying stuff out. Really go back to, you know, what are you, a zombie apocalypse dude? No, I'm talking, you know, the way the country used to be, self-reliant. We had a country full of very self-reliant people, so that when the shit hit the fan, they would like, I grab a book, you know. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, 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 crazy. We you know, the lights, the internet stuff, the food, shit gets shut off, and people are dying, man. I'm dying. Where's my internet? Where's my Ben and Jerry's? Remember when we used to make ice cream at home? Right, here you go. You take a small coffee jar, metal coffee can with the plastic lid, and then a large metal coffee can with the plastic lid. In the small coffee can with the plastic lid, right? You gotta have that Wi-Fi. In the small coffee can with the plastic lid, you put some vanilla, some sugar, and some heavy cream. And then you tape that thing up, put the cap on it, tape it, and put it inside the large metal can with the lid on it. You fill that with ice and salt. You cover it up, you seal it, you tape it, you shake it, you roll it, you move it around on the carpet for a few minutes, and when you open it up, you take that center can out and you've got ice cream, homemade ice cream, right? Your goat had multiple births. One stillbirth, and the other didn't make it. Made it past a couple of hours. She gave milk for days. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. It was probably something in the environment and the food, right? An ice cream maker, yeah. There's the big wooden kind with the crank, right? And you can make your own campfire versions, right? That's it. Just a couple of cans, and it's just rolling it, rolling it, rolling it, rolling it, rolling it, and you're making ice cream. We used to be able to fix everything in our home. Everything in our home was repairable. Or you could buy a kit to repair it, right? I'm gonna have to go out and rebuild the carburetor today on the Chevy. And now it's like, oh, it's broke. Well, throw it away and get another one. What a horrible world, right? Salt and ice, baby. That's it. Salt and ice. Yeah. Don't put the salt and the ice in the cream. Don't do it. Yeah. Kind of a bummer. Something's got to happen. I'm afraid that something is going to happen. I hate to make predictions because when I do, they usually come true. With the world stuff. And I don't often, but every once in a while I will get this overwhelming feeling of impending doom or something. And I just have to express, the images that are coming to me. And so I try not to even think about that kind of stuff because I don't want to know. I don't want to know something that is probably going to happen. And so I kind of leave it out of my head. And everybody has that ability to kind of look into the future and kind of feel something that's going to happen, right? And all too often, in the past, I've done that, and things have happened. So I try not to think about what could happen. But the world is just fucked up right now. Vanilla or peach? Oh, now I want a peach cobbler. with vanilla ice cream on top. Hot peach cobbler and vanilla ice cream. Well, we got vanilla ice cream. We just picked up some old-fashioned vanilla. Are peaches in season? Yeah, I feel it too. And I don't want to think about it, because I might actually figure it out and then know. And there have been several things in the past 26 years that have happened that I've seen, including COVID, that I've seen coming and have planned for. Peach cobbler a la mode. The last thing that I saw coming was COVID. And I saw that 2 years before we got COVID. I saw it 2 years before we got COVID. Something's going to happen. They're going to throw something at us. They're going to close us down. We're going to be sitting at home with no food. We have to stockpile food. And we did. And I did. And we had cupboards filled with cans and dried goods and everything. We could survive for 6 months. We had so much food. All right. And then they said, stay at home. And I'm like, I ain't going nowhere, baby. We went out a couple of times in 6 weeks to get milk and juice and that kind of stuff, eggs. But I made bread. I made everything from scratch. I made a lot of beans and rice. That was really, really good. So I try to stay on that mentality, always staying prepared, always having it covered, filled with stuff and rotating the stock. Because it's going to happen. They've already set it up several times so that they can just pull the strings and we start dancing. Yeah, 100 acres somewhere, just secluded, away from everyone, growing our own food, toilet paper, water sold out. Yeah, right? We were so lucky that the houses that we caretake for also shut down, except for one that was for the necessary people. And the other houses were stocked full of toilet paper, right? I mean, like, just giant packs of toilet paper at each house. So we went out as soon as we heard about it, and we stocked up the best we could. But when the toilet paper went out, we just went to the houses that we take care of, where there were no guests, and would just ration the toilet paper from there. And that was one of those things that happened because they can dangle their fucking shit on strings. COVID on it, of course. Of course they're going to get really stupid about it. Ooh, the house is opening up. Kitchen's getting alive. So I guess we'll be cutting off at the bottom of the hour here. But yeah, it got really weird for a while, you know. And I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's going to happen next. I just want to be prepared for it. And quite honestly, I would really like to be able to get out. We're not in the city, we're out in the country. And I would really like to get further away from the world. I don't mind being like an hour away from a grocery store, right? Because you can plan for that, you know. You take a cooler with you to the store, you know. You bring back enough stuff so that you know you're going to make it through until the following week when you're going to go again, or the next month. Yeah. Call it a survival compound, if you will. I call it a freaking commune. I don't care. Just a place where a bunch of people get together and Ooh, M. Night Shyamalan, The Village, right? Where they have this entire chunk of a state bordered off, and these people are living in there as if it were the 1700s, right? Woo, that's heavy stuff. The kids have grown up there, you know. Most of the adults have forgotten how to drive. And there's nothing, you know, that is of the present. It's all in the past. Wouldn't that be great to have a little 1970s commune type thing? That'd be cool. I might be able to snag a little bit of coffee too. Oh yeah, so what are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we got radio. Oh, there's my daughter's alarm. How alarming. We've got Old Time Radio Wednesday tomorrow. We've got a bunch of great music, funny music, jazz music, punk rock music. We might even squeeze in a little bit of Cargo again. You never know what we're gonna do. Cassie's got to get her day going as well. Yeah, I gotta get dressed, eat something, and get ready to drive out of here in an hour and a half. So, totally. Someday it'll be over. I could hang up my keys, shred my license. Peace, Cassie. Yeah, stop by tomorrow morning because it's gonna be fun. 4:30 I'm going to start the pre-show, so I'll send you the link as soon as I can. Totally. And I'm going to try to dig up some weird news. I like doing the weird news. That's fun. That's fun. My mouse doesn't work right. The wheel on my mouse doesn't work right anymore. It doesn't scroll properly. It just keeps kind of bouncing up and down like this. Totally peace and you know, tranquility. Totally. Peace out. I'll give you a peace out. No, you stay weird, because if you know, if you don't, who will? Who the fuck will? All right, people. Yeah, you know what to do. It is time to go. The kitchen is open. The dogs are alive. They're awake. They're moving around. Take care of each other. Spread peace and love, not bullshit. Do something nice for yourself, but do something nice for somebody else too. Why? Because you can make you feel good, make them feel good, make the world a better place, make you a better person. Most especially stay weird, because if you ain't weird, no one's going to do it for you. No bullshit. Just stay weird. That's it. Be nice to somebody. That's weird. Hey, this guy's being nice. That's weird. Yeah, I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you on the radio, as they say. Yeah, thank you, pimp. Yeah, more like a pimple. A pimple on society's ass. That's me. All right, you guys. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to play some commercials after we're gone. So watch the end credits, watch the commercial. I've even got a little message from Robbie Wrist there coming. So check it out. All right, people. Love you guys. Take care. And I'll see you tomorrow. And until then, adios. Not really.
I'm Robbie Wrist. You know, some people say that Cousin Oliver destroyed the Brady Bunch.
He said, wherever I go, terrible things happen.
That hurts my feelings. I'm not only an actor, I'm a human being.
And I was trying so hard to make everybody like me.
Please join my cause, the Oliver Preservation Association, or OPA, and watch me on The Brady Bunch.
Sundays at noon, 11 Central.
On MeTV.
My feet are hitting the floor. 7:30, time to tie my shoe. At 7:34, I'm out the door. Catch the 7:42. Next stop, McDonald's, breakfast by the hand. That tasty biscuit sandwich fits right into my plan. By the hand, by the hand. Hot and fresh, breakfast sandwich. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. Breakfast by the hand.
Kommt unser Fanta, das Spaß macht und schmeckt. Das jetzt gleich zweimal den Spaß in uns weckt.
Fanta Orangenlimonade, die kennen Sie schon. Und wer's ohne Kohlensäure will, das neue Fanta Still. Ja, Fanta gibt's jetzt gleich zweimal. Fanta Orangenlimonade, die schmeckt jetzt noch besser. Und Fanta Still mit dem Trinkhalm gleich dran.
Fanta, Fanta, was Spaß macht und schmeckt.
Who woke me up? Oh, sorry, Cuckoo. It's this cold. I'm stuffy and my sinuses, oh.
Try 4-way long-acting nasal spray, Nose. It relieves stuffy noses and sinuses up to 10 hours to help you breathe easier so you can fall asleep easier.
Hey, that's a blast.
A blast that lasts all night.
Thanks, Cuckoo. Your timing's right on the nose. 4-way long-acting nasal spray. The blast that lasts all night.
Peanut butter sandwich, huh? Pretty sticky business, huh? Well, you gotta switch to Skippy. You see, Skippy is made to melt fast in your mouth. So it's easy to swallow, easy to digest. And you get more of that honest-to-goodness peanut taste that makes Skippy #1. So swallow the leader, Skippy. It melts fast in your mouth.
I can talk again.
With Pillsbury Sugar Cookies, you can help kids create their own Christmas treats.
I made a little angel. Actually, my mommy helped. It was easy. This Santa has a problem. My Santa's cheeks got chubby in the oven. You know how I made it? Frosting and gumdrops. The wing broke off and I ate it.
Everyone loves Pillsbury cookies, fresh and hot. Ooh, ho, ho.
Eating's the best, no problem.
If you're a student, a mother active in club work, a man who brings work home from the office, this was made for you. The Remington Office Writer, a new kind of portable designed to give you the extra features you need. King-size carriage, so long it can handle a sheet of school notebook paper lengthwise. Look, the Office Writer types nearly the full 11-inch length of the paper, the only portable it can. The Office Writer types up to 10 carbons, so that even the very last copy is easy to read. Cut clear, clean stencils unlike any ordinary portable. See the exciting new Remington Office Writer at your dealers. The price only $149.50, carrying case at slight additional cost. Available after a small down payment for only $1.50 a week. Terms payable monthly, including taxes and a small carrying charge.